Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
We have new video from a crash that sent welterweight boxing champion Errol Spence Jr. to the intensive care unit. The crash ejected the boxer, but miraculously, he is expected to be okay.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
It's been a miracle and a blessing from God that, I haven't had anything serious that would have had me out for a year or two, or just would have been, ending my career. None of them guys wish that I wasn't back so fast, but I am back, and I want to fight the top names in the division.
I have to ask you about your eye. We were all worried about you when you had to pull out of the Manny Pacquiao fight.
I want to fight, so
But you could have gone blind.
yeah, one eye. I got another eye, so.
WBC of IBF welterweight champion of the world.
That's why I sound back, and I told people I didn't want to tune-up fight. I've been getting a second chance at life, and I've been getting a third chance at boxing. Nobody's avoiding Terrence Crawford. There's big fish on this side too that, I gotta fry. Like I said, I'm gonna get these belts over here, then I'm gonna come take Terrence Crawford belt because I said I'm gonna be undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, solo dolo, Scarface without Manolo. We got Danny about 12 minutes out. We're here to discuss the breaking news of Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman, May 29th. Date leaked to us during an interview we did at the Blue Wire studio. And also, Tszyu, Tony Harrison announced their fight officially for March 12th in Qudos Bank Arena in Australia. Plus, it was some fireworks on the virtual press conference held by No Limit Boxing for this big fight between Tony Harrison and Tszyu. So that's what we're going to be talking about right here this morning. If you're just joining us, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button early so you don't forget to do it, as obviously it's going to help with the visibility of the show. It'll put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans, allowing them to call in and voice their opinions and just continue to make this community bigger. So we'll start with Tszyu and Tony Harrison, as there was some serious fireworks when it came to their virtual press conference. The facts are that Tszyu and Tony Harrison will do battle March 12th for the interim WBO title. The full title is held by Jermell, Charlo, the undisputed champion. But this fight with Harrison and Tszyu lands at the Qudos Bank Arena in Sydney, Australia. That is the last venue to host Tszyu's previous fight on his home soil, and now his new assignment has landed in the same place. Now, Boxing Scene confirmed this, and obviously there was plenty of video from the press conference, and I think that's one of the things that we need to get right into, because Harrison was in rare form, giving us everything we love about him. He really knows how to sell a fight. So let's get into it. And let me see here. All right. For whatever reason, here we go. All right. This is the Harrison Tszyu audio and video if you want to join us right here on YouTube.
I like the people around him. I like his management. I like everything, man. I like that he definitely could have took an easier fight, which he was already lined up with an easier fight. I don't know.
Not working. Let's try something else here. Give me a sec. Bear with me. No clue why that audio wasn't working the way it should, but we'll get it right in just a second. Alrighty. Let's try in Chrome since Safari isn't working for whatever reason. And once again, if you're joining us live, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility. And we should be good now. All right, let's line it up.
He was already lined up with an easier fight. I don't know why they're making it seem like he didn't have an easier fight in front of him. But to say
So Tony,
I'm hugging you, man, because you
I'll be punching
you brought
back.
me you brought me back to life, Tim. And
Got it. Let's start it over.
yeah. I like the people around him. I like his management. I like everything, man. I like that he definitely could have took an easier fight, which he was already lined up with an easier fight. I don't know why they're making it seem like he didn't have an easier fight in front of him. But, you know, for him to say yes to a guy like me, man, he woke me up out of the dead, man. So this is me hugging you, Tim.
So Tony,
I'm hugging you, man, because
I'll be punching
you brought
back,
me you brought me back to life, Tim. And no, I'm hugging you right now. This is not the time to fight.
So look, Tony, you are a former world champion. You're the other man.
I think we.
Tony is hilarious, you know. His, metaphorical hug and those sound bites are hilarious. Like, who hugs like that? Sound like he was busting off, man.
I think we need to. I think we need to get management on the phone. I think we need to talk to management because, like, for him to be at the doorstep for all the marbles, and you accept the fight with the only man to beat the man that you looking to beat. I think we need to talk to management about this one, man. We need to go to HR. Well, we're HR. I need to call HR because something ain't right about this one. You know what I mean? Something ain't right, but listen to me.
And that's something that we need to discuss, right? We did an earlier poll, which will show it's about 2 weeks old, maybe less. But it was an overwhelming response for Tony Harrison to get the win by any means necessary. So when Tony tells Tszyu they need to talk to HR, see what's going on with management, you know, he's playfully joking, but he's dead serious because it seems to be that Tszyu is an underdog across the boxing world.
I'm not mad about it because I'm on the other end of the stick, right? So I'm not mad about it, but the only man I'm chasing is the only man he's chasing, right? So I think we got something in common. He chasing the same man I'm chasing, right?
And to that
the only way
point,
for me to get there, though, is to fight Timmy.
And this
it's everything for me, man. It's like the same thing he chasing, the same thing I'm chasing. The same man that he looking for is the same man I've been looking for, man. What's crazy is he got his blinders up trying to get to me when I'm trying to get to him, right? He don't got his blinders up for Tim. You know what I mean? So for me, man, I swear, man, like me, I'm really hugging Tim because without Tim,
Bruh, first it was, now it's, like, when did hugs start sounding like that? And I'm cool with it because he's hilarious.
It was no other possible way I probably would have ever got the opportunity to get back to the fight that I want. So for Tim to take this fight in Australia and for me to go to Australia, man, listen to me, Tim, I want to be friends. I just want to be friends, Tim. I want you to show me around. everything. I just want to be friends, man. I just want to be friends. You a legend, man. You a legend in Australia.
Well, there you go. That is the audio of their, very entertaining press conference. Obviously, Tony Harrison was via, virtual Zoom, but he did his thing nonetheless, without being there physically in the flesh. He made his presence felt. He built up the fight. And truth be told, he kind of stole the spotlight from Tim. There's no Tim Tszyu highlights. That was an Australian boxing site that I'm very familiar with. We communicate a lot, and they post everything Tim Tszyu. But they decided to post the opposite of Tszyu, Tony Harrison. And I quote, Tony Harrison made a great first impression in Sydney. You haven't seen the charismatic former world champion before. You'll enjoy this. And I did. And it's all over. It's also on their Instagram, and people are obviously, taking this and running with it. It is a good fight. I do want to go to our poll just to show you where we are with those results from about a week ago or more. And again, it will show that Tszyu is the underdog. So taking this fight, he deserves a lot of credit. Right here, as you can see from the poll that I am going to show you right now, Tony Harrison versus Tim Tszyu, who wins and how? 3,000 votes. And as you can see, the scores are in, and this is still open. People can continue to vote. But there's over 3,000 votes. Tony Harrison by KO is a small 12%, but Tony Harrison by decision is a big 54%. Oh, shit. So Danny just came and said I got the thumbnail wrong, which sucks because I thought I had it right. Right? So, all right. It is what it is. Typo. It's not May 29th. It's the 27th. So I fucked up. It doesn't say 27 on the thumbnail, but it is 27. Danny is here. I mean, look, this information flew over my head. We were interviewing Adrian Clark and a couple of others, and then the information came. It flew over my head. So the date is not the 29th. I know it's in my title and in my thumbnail. That's what happens when, you overthink things. I'll change the title, but obviously the thumbnail can't be changed anytime soon. So for anybody just tuning in, there was a typo. It is the 27th is the leaked date that we were given for the fight that is Errol Spence Jr. versus Keith one-time Thurman. It's funny because, I'm actually watching Barrios Thurman as we speak. I'm in about the third round. Just seeing, man, what Thurman has left, since this is his last performance and it's been so long, just trying to get refreshed with everything that is Keith one-time Thurman. But we do have Twitter Spaces available and Discord available. You could also call in to the landline. That's also available. So, yeah, May 27th, not a bad date. Not for me, anyway. This makes it an amazing birthday weekend. I'm a Labor Day or no, Labor Day is September, right? So what's this, Memorial Day weekend? I'm a Memorial Day weekend baby. So, the 27th is a Saturday, and it's the final weekend of May. So usually people do things on that week. Will that take their attention away from this fight? Or because Memorial Day lands on Monday and we have a long weekend. Does this fight get more traction, more pay-per-view buys? Because people have that long weekend. They're home. They're planning their week. They can obviously plan around this big fight that is Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. Danny was talking about traveling yesterday, and obviously Australia is one of those very high restricted areas when it comes to traveling in from other countries. They require so much. It reminds me of Canada, maybe. That being said, I don't know. Is this an option for some of you fight fans? Would you be willing to go to Sydney, to the Qudos Bank Arena to watch Tony Harrison? I don't know, but you can answer in the chat.
Did you watch the press conference?
Yeah, I just played a 2-minute and 12-second clip of Tony doing his thing.
Tony was fucking go. I messaged them at like 1 in the morning. I gave no fucks. I had honestly not a great night. I was up. I messaged Tony. I said, bro, you need to come talk to us, man, because you over here, we from the streets. Like, I'm not even being funny, but it's like, bro, some of the shit the guy was saying, thankfully I wasn't watching it live. I had to go back. I'm not being funny. I had to go back, rehear what the guy said. They thought Tony was trying to clown and shit, and I'm like, bro, why is y'all take? I didn't like that.
Trying to clown in what way? What do you mean? How did they take it,
bro,
and what exactly what was said?
As soon as they opened the panel to the reporters, the very first guy, it's clear you're overlooking Tszyu, and I was like, damn, what's clear about it? You get what I'm saying? Tony is a very joyful person, and you know, we've seen him get disrespectful. So, you know, the people that were there, they clearly are secluded to the rest of the world, and were only, I don't know, they must only be in tune to, like, Australian boxing. They didn't do their homework on Tony Harrison because, when you think of Tony Harrison and build-ups for a fight, unless you think of the Charlo fight, do you not? And the phenomenal lead-up that we had for those fights, and all the trash talk and the back and forth that they had, and everything like that. That's not what Tony did.
I actually think of Tony Harrison, Willie Nelson, because that was his first time on a big stage. That was his first breakout press conference. Okay. Obviously, he didn't win the fight, but that press conference was crazy. Like, they was about to come to blows.
Okay, but you just happen to take it a step further back. It's like I was just having a conversation with somebody. I was talking about you and I. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, my guy, he Howard Stern inspired. I'm just a bit older. I'm Howard Cosell inspired. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you just took it a step, you just took it a bit further back. But at the end of the day, champ, when it's all said and done, to me, you saw a very entertaining and very outspoken Tony. That's what I saw with Charlo. That's not what we saw yesterday. Tony seemed happy. He's focused. He's locked in. Bro, I'm excited. And, I've been vocal on this fight, on how I'm leaning in this fight. And I've said it. I've said it a couple times on what I think needs to happen for things to go the way I think they will go on the night.
Shout out to my graphic designer that is listening to the show live, and he's like, yo, I sent you an updated thumbnail, as he heard, we made the mistakes of, putting up the wrong date. So
and,
we got it.
People, I know, neither here nor there. We are a team. Shit happens, but I ain't gonna lie, because, Ness, you know how you are. You like, yeah, Danny told me the wrong date. I'm like, fuck, let me go back. Because I know the 29th was being mentioned at first. I went back to the messages. I'm like, nah, put the 27th in the messages.
You texted too?
Yesterday when you asked for topic suggestions. I said Keith Earl, May 27th.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, so much on my mind. I do apologize. Hopefully it didn't confuse anybody.
I had a whole fucking water pipe bust in my shit last night, bro. I got like 2 hours of sleep. I was cleaning water last night, man. Some fucking bullshit.
Well, hopefully, we didn't confuse too many people, and the fact that we were able to correct it live versus post and change.
Yeah, shout out to the team, man. Shout out to the team, obviously, for being on top of things. And, errors are made when you do 2 shows a day,
Word.
5 days a week. I just saw yesterday, bro, it was kind of fucked up, actually. Tucson news station was reporting, like, a missing monkey from the zoo. And instead of putting a picture of the monkey, they put a picture of a young man on the TV screen. And you could only imagine the ethnicity of it.
Don't tell me.
Come on, man. And so, bro, on air, my man's took it, bro. Old white guy. He was like, I do apologize to the public. That is clearly not the picture. You know what I'm saying? He took it like a G, but I'm just saying, clearly he ain't the one putting the picture of my guy's just the guy on camera. But mistakes happen.
They sure do.
And we just here to bring you guys the best.
Is this a mistake though?
The best content. What's that, brother?
Harrison Tszyu.
Did
Tszyu make a mistake? And that's kind of what Harrison was saying. Like, yo, I need to talk to HR.
Yo, and I took that in a playful manner. Look, obviously he don't give a fuck. He made that clear. He said, I ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? I believe Tim didn't make a mistake. I think Tim is more than a live dog in this fight. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know. He might be the favorite in the eyes of the bookies. Perhaps. Yeah.
Tim, I don't know. Again, so many people are picking Tszyu, excuse me.
Yeah, but the problem
Harrison.
Yes, but that's the problem. So many people are picking Harrison. Within our community, I think that we have more of a Tony Harrison community than we do a Tim Tszyu community. That being said, the casinos are here for a reason, us. And if it makes dollars, it makes sense, right?
What's ProBox got them at?
So that's what I'm pulling up, right? So ProBox has them. Yeah, Tony Harrison money line plus 172 on FanDuel, plus 215 on 5 Dimes, plus 190 on Bet365, plus 200 on DraftKings and William Hill.
And what is Tszyu?
Minus 225, minus 265.
Well, that's good then.
Minus 275, minus 250.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not 100% sold. I'm not here to tell you that I'm 100% sold on Tony Harrison. Get it done. I've been here before. Willie Nelson, stopped him. Charlo stopped him.
Here's the problem, right?
And was it stoppages? Let me
Here's the
double
problem,
check.
Ness, with what you just said, is that at the end of the day, brother, you're never going to be 100%. You just said, your words were, I'm not 100% sure, and it's like.
Yeah, but we be 100% sometimes. Even though it's not technically 100 because this is boxing, like, we're more I can find fights where I was more confident on the person I'm picking. Like, do I want Harrison to win? Yes.
Okay, okay, that's better. Can I give you, in my eyes, I guess, a comparison of how I feel, right now in this fight?
Sure. I mean, you're picking Tony. You've been to the gym.
I've
You've watched him work.
And
you got a relationship.
But not just that. I just want to remind the world, this isn't no bias shit. I was just in the gym watching Tim Tszyu spar. Head on over, youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. You won't see the sparring, but you'll see my exclusive with Tim, and you'll see, obviously, him speaking on the Tony fight and also some workout footage. So, if anything, I've seen Tim more recently. I did see Tony within the last 3-4 months. I went to Detroit, and, I told you, I texted him late last night because it's like, the fuck. That being said, right now, listen to me, Nuss.
I'm listening.
Right now, I'm probably as confident as I was when Alicia and Michaela first got announced. Let's not forget it got pushed back like a month and a half because of the Queen passing. So when that first got announced, that's kind of like how I was feeling. Before I went to go see her. Before I went to go see her.
How much time? This is
March
12th.
March 11th.
It's 12th for us.
Nah, I think it's March.
Jesus, you got to be kidding me. Like, the video literally says the 12th. And I get it, that's a Sunday, so I still put the wrong date.
Let me see, hold on.
Yeah, no, the video that we played, it has the date.
Yeah, I believe it's the 12th in Australia, brother. I think it's the 12th in Australia. It'll be the 11th here. Which that's not technically wrong. If you got the 11th or the 12th there, I think you're good.
I definitely have the 12.
Yeah, champ. I mean, it is technically the 12th where the fight's going to be taking place.
But for us, it's Saturday the 11th.
Yeah, but I think you're good. The other one, you was way off. You get what I'm saying? You tell people May 29th, they may be looking at it like, fuck, that's Memorial Day. I was going with the guys to fucking the DR or something.
Does that help sales, though? Because I thought about that, like Memorial Day weekend. People are off. You could make a fight weekend or a fight party out of it. No work on Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things. The fight's going to be in Dallas, right?
I would assume the A side who sells tickets may have this fight in his hometown, yes.
Yeah, I mean, and that's totally fine. I just believe that
of these two, which are you more excited for? Keith Thurman versus Earl or Tszyu?
Nah, Tony versus Tszyu, no doubt about it.
And why is that?
Tony's treated me with respect. He's treated me like a
Tszyu too, though.
Like a decent.
He's a real nice guy.
Like a decent human being. Well, I mean more so in the sense of the sport. You get what I'm saying? He ain't out here just beating me the fuck up and giving me bullshit fights. If Tony comes out to fight, it's gonna be, I'm saying, somebody decent.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't selling me fake dreams, and he ain't played with my emotions none. That being said, bro, I just feel that a lot of people overlooking Tszyu in this fight that I've spoke to personally here in Vegas. I think Tony is overlooking Tony, I'm sorry. And I think Tony's a more than a live dog. I think he's going to show it come tonight. And he said it, yo, like his experience is like very few others in this sport. I don't think he's overlooking Tim at all. When the fight got announced, do you remember he posted that picture on a scale?
And yesterday he posted another one that he's down at 160 already.
And my guy was at 165, 66. The first picture he posted, you know what I'm saying? So he locked in for sure. He's been very vocal on social media since Saturday night, making it clear that his fighter in Alicia Baumgardner has motivated him to another level, and I think we'll see that come March 11th.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely excited for this fight with Tony Harrison and Tim Tszyu. I'm excited for Harrison because I know that he's motivated. It's a path to get him back to where he was and what he wants. And following him on social media shows me that he is motivated to win this fight. So maybe, we get the Tony Harrison from the Sergio Garcia fight. But I do want to take a look at BoxRec just to see if we've ever had a consistent Tony. Has he been able to put together a few wins over decent names consistently? Without any hiccups in between, without any poor performances in between. And I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like maybe his consistency isn't there. And yeah, looking at it, right? You get the Ishe win, you get the Charlo win. And if we go back further, he racked them up to get the Willie Nelson win.
Yo, you got a poll up?
Not now.
Bro, put a poll up, cause look, I'm telling you, bro, so many people bro,
What kind of poll though?
I saw one comment said Timmy. This guy saying let's keep it.
Wait, Timmy? Because he went
Tony,
down.
Tony, I'm sorry.
I mean, they both went down.
Hold
Hold on a minute. Don't forget that Terrell Gachet put Tszyu down, and he's not known as a puncher.
Look, this guy saying, Tony Chin, don't hold up, champ. This guy saying, yo, let's keep it a buck. Tony, no, keep it a bean. Tony getting knocked out. Like, bro, I'm telling you, a lot of people is
That's what I mean. Like, all right, so if you go way back when he was still, starting out, Grady Brewer, that's a decent name. That guy upset Fernando Guerrero. Then Bronco McCart, that was a veteran. Tyrone Brunson, another veteran. Antoine Smith was the guy I was telling y'all a bunch of weeks ago that like, yo, y'all remember that dude that used to be like, every time he punched? That's Antoine Smith. Then he beat Pablo Munguia, not to be confused with any brother of Jaime Munguia, but Pablo is a vet, short dude, Mexican, doesn't look the part, just there to lose. He gets in the Willie Nelson fight, doing his thing. Look at the scores, 86, 84, 83, 87, 85, 85.
How long ago? Wasn't that 2014, though?
2015. 9th round, though. Almost at the end. 3 rounds left. Knockout loss. Comes back. Beats Cecil McCullough. Decent win. Fernando Guerrero. Decent win. Sergey Rabchenko. Decent win. Gets in there with Hurd. Hurd's a monster. Big dude. 9th round knockout again. Cool. Time to rebuild. Tune up with Paul Valenzuela. George Sosa. In there with a notable name in Ishe Smith. Goes 10. Gets the split decision.
I was at that fight. That fight was September 16th, 2017.
18th.
I'm sorry.
And it was May the 11th. But
Tony and Ishe?
Yeah. It says 2018, 5/11.
Who the fuck? Oh, wow.
So then after that, he gets in there with Jermell.
Damn, wow. Bro, who the fuck? Oh, wow. Now I got to go Google some shit.
He gets in there with Jermell after that, and not everyone thought he got the win, but he got the win. So rematches Jermell almost a year later. No tune-up, no in-between fights. They both wait a year for that rematch because of injuries and stuff.
No. Tim waited. I mean, Tony. I keep saying Tim. God damn it. Tony waited the year. Charlo did not. Charlo knocked out somebody in between time.
Well, maybe that was his downfall because waiting a year, he ended up getting knocked out in the 11th. So now that's his 3rd loss, 3rd knockout, all by knockout. The Brian Perella fight, we give him a pass, but it was a welterweight moving up. It was a tune-up he was supposed to win. And, he says he couldn't get up for Perella. And then he shined in the Sergio Garcia fight. But saying it out loud, the consistency isn't there. There's like no indication that he can get 2 wins over 2 big names. Ishe and Charlo are the closest thing to that. But you can argue that Ishe isn't as youthful as a Sergio Garcia or a Tim Tszyu. So can Tony actually put it together versus 2 top-tier fighters back to back? That's probably your poll, bro. We love Harrison, but there is inconsistencies in this resume. You can see it. You have to have lived through it. You have to have remembered the Brian Perella fight. You have to have remembered that, he was winning that Nelson fight. And I don't know what it is, but maybe he loses focus. Maybe, I think you've said it in the past.
I think he
You
gets
think
bored.
he gets bored? I never understood that whole bored shit. It's like, bruh, how you getting bored? Most fighters say the fight I'm fighting is the biggest fight of my career. Because if I don't win this, I don't get to the next one.
Yeah, bro.
Just like this one. If he don't win Tszyu, it ain't no fucking Charlo. So, I don't know, man.
Tony just remind me of a badass little kid, bro. Like, when I think of Tony Harrison, the fighter, I think of myself as a kid, bro. Like, bad as hell, super smart in the ring. Bro, I was a straight-A student, bro, but I get bored. I'm done with my work. Now I get to being mischievous. I get to being bad. I want to pop motherfuckers in the back of their neck with a pencil just because it's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would get bored, do dumb shit. And sometimes I feel like Tony gets bored and does dumb shit in the ring.
Will he do this in enemy territory, though? Is he going to make that mistake over there, bro, with so much on the line?
And that's the thing, right?
You said you hit him up. Has he answered? Can we get him on the show?
Bro, my guy left me on red.
Damn.
And I sent him a message.
Damn.
Brother, I'm talking about a message.
Heartfelt?
I thought, but don't get me wrong. I sent that shit. I told you, I had water pipes bust. This shit, I sent it late. I won't lie. It was definitely after business hours. But, you know, I just ain't give a fuck.
And what about Bumgarner? Because we got a show this afternoon that's going to feature some women, and I'd like to get her on if possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting to hear back from Alicia. So I texted her last night. Yeah, look, I hit up Tony. It was 12:30 here, so that means it was 3:30 in the morning in Detroit when I hit him up. So, yeah, man, I mean, it's still morning time. Hopefully he gets back to me. Maybe he's still processing because it was like a minute-long audio message.
Okay.
It was like a minute-long audio message. I'm like, yo, you said he was coming out here. That ain't going to happen now because of the fight. So what's up? Let me come out there.
Word.
You know?
Yeah, man. It would be good to hit up his camp before he actually fights.
I found, and you know, I'll be on it. I already found like a $60 round-trip ticket to Detroit. So
sheesh.
Before the fight, so.
Yeah, I mean, I would say stay on him. Shout out to my guy Danny. Not this Danny either. The other Danny that already sent the new updated thumbnail with the 11th and the 27th.
We probably should change the title now.
Oh, yeah, I just got to change the number.
Yeah, because
I changed one already, though.
Yeah, but we don't want to get people confused, even though the 12th and the 11th are both correct.
Well, if you're going to Sydney, it is the 12th. But if you're here in the States, then it's the 11th. You know how that goes. Yeah, let's take some callers. Oh, wow, I did have a bunch on Twitter, and now they're gone. I do apologize. I made you wait too long, I guess. But we also should be having Ian Green on the show. And I'm going to send him the link because I think that my guy Brandon is probably busy.
So, yeah, I'm not going to lie, bro. I think if all goes well, I think that trip has potential to be something great, bro.
Which trip?
I don't want to speak on it until.
So why bring it up? Because I definitely don't know what we're talking about. Unless we're talking about, the London?
The big boy heavyweight trip. I mean, you gave the city.
Danny's so secretive. The big boy, the heavyweight trip.
Yo, you already gave the city. What the fuck do it matter now?
Bruh, there's hella people in London.
Yeah, they're going to look at the schedule.
But you said fight and fighter and division, not me.
Bro, I was going to say the big fight. It's only one fight we've talked about traveling.
No, it's not. You're wrong. We literally just talked about Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, but that was me and you. Nobody has that. That ain't
wrong
nothing.
Again. We literally said it live.
No, I'm saying, but that was us talking about it. I'm saying ain't nobody talked to us about that.
Wrong again. The only reason we even thinking about it is because you told me said party wanted said people there. Like, what are you talking about?
Right, and what has came since then? It's been anyway, bro.
Yeah,
you know
you're wildin'.
Yeah, you wildin'.
No, one comes before the other. You never said that one was off the table. This one is just first.
But they not. All right, brother. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, again, we shouldn't have even brought it up if you can't talk about it. That shit's weird. You always do that.
No, I was going to talk about it, but, you know. Killed it.
Now he was gonna talk about it. Ian, man, what's going on, champ?
What's going on? What's going on?
How are you?
I'm alright. Let me see something.
So we're joined
Everything good? Y'all can see me?
alongside Ian Green, up and coming contender. What's going on, champ? Just to get some things clear, so you are training with Coach Terrific?
Yeah.
Okay. And how'd you get into the sport? When you get your start?
I've been boxing since I was like 10 years old. Since I was 10. And T started me boxing Terrific back in Patterson, Ike and Randy's. Him and my uncle Wayne. So I was with him for about like my first like 10 years of boxing, and then I left the gym and I went with someone else. Then I went back with him.
Who'd you go with?
Terrific.
No. You said.
No! I was with the White Flemings, who's my trainer still, but I wanted them together. I wanted to switch it up and have them both together. So I just added him to the team. Added T back to the team.
For sure, man. So, what do you have anything cooking? Anything on the line?
Probably like April, May. I had suffered a cut in my last fight, like 2 weeks ago. So I gotta I had to take some time off so I could heal.
Yo, I wanted to ask, man. I've seen you fight in person. I gotta ask, like, was it a bit discouraging? You get the win against the top rank guy, cause I was there for that on the Michaela Mayer undercard, and you know what I'm saying, he ain't fought since. They let him go, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it's like nothing came for you. So it's like, is that a bit discouraging? You get your shot. You know what I'm saying? That was your first scheduled 8-rounder, if I'm not mistaken. They bring you in as the B-side, big fight weekend. They bring you in to lose, but that wasn't the case. You upset the apple card. They let their guy go, but they don't, we don't hear nothing with you. Is that a bit discouraging for you?
It put me like I was in because I'm like a high risk low reward fighter basically, but at the time because I think it brought me to 15-2, and I think that was the third undefeated guy I fought. So you know how the boxing is. If you got losses on your record, like they not really just promoters aren't too what's the word I'm looking for?
In a rush to sign you?
Exactly. So I mean, it was supposed to be some talks after, but it wasn't. And I had an injury for that fight. It's crazy. I had an elbow injury, and I had a surgery probably a week after the fight. But I still was taking that fight because that was the best opportunity I had in a long time. So,
yo, if I remember correctly, I feel like it was a fairly one-sided affair for you. I feel like if I remember correctly, it was a rather easy fight for you. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, definitely. I knew it was gonna be easy. People, they tend in boxing, they judge you off your losses, but they don't. They just look at what happens in the ring and they think that's you, but they don't know it's more to boxing than just what happens in the ring. It's a lot that goes outside the ring. And it was my job for the rest of my career to make sure that the things outside the ring don't affect me when when I'm inside that ring. So now that I took care of that, ain't nobody beating me.
So what did happen in the past?
Just a lot of I suffer with a lot of back then I was suffering with a lot of mental issues. Grief.
You lost someone?
Yeah. I had back. So to tell y'all a little bit about myself, I turned pro in 2014. Things was going pretty good in my pro career, but like I said, I suffered losses basically back to back, like 2016 and 2017. And when I suffered them losses, it kind of showed me it's a dark side to boxing. Like when you got the machine behind you, you got people investing in you, things is great. Things is good. But once you take that L, it flips. Like people, you see true colors. People change. So when I had suffered my second loss, like it showed me a lot. So to go back to your question, um, like I was having like a lot of family issues. I was having issues with my coaches. It was a lot. I had injuries, and I was still taking the fights. And you know, when it's all said and done, though, I fixed the problem. So that's not happening anymore.
No, I mean, look, shit happens, and obviously, since your last loss, you've been definitely on a winning streak. 5 fights since your last,
I
or
wanna
5 wins since your last defeat.
let me go to that first one because I know Devon Lee. I gotta know what I mean. I would expect not to say Devon is a bum. That's not what I'm saying. I know how tough he is. I've watched him spar Daniel Jacobs, Nikita Abba. You know, he's a New York City vet, but if you the goods, you're supposed to beat Devon Lee. So I need to know what happened.
I shouldn't be losing to no guy like Devon Lee. Like just being big headed, also being big headed, seeing him, not thinking much of him. I shouldn't be. I don't know if any of y'all watched that fight, but I was dead tired in like the third round. I should, as a professional, you shouldn't be getting tired in the third round. Like be professionals, you know. So that
So you
was
didn't
that was.
train?
I trained, but I ain't trained how I was supposed to train. You know, but
Who was
I
the
don't.
trainer at the time?
Um, my trainer now, Dwight, but it's
Okay.
the only control of what I do in the gym. You know, you got to do things outside the gym. You got to make sure you run. You gotta eat good. It's a lot, but I don't really want to make excuses. He was the better man that day, so you know how that go.
Was he a Lou DiBella fighter at the time? Because I see that fight took place in BB King's.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Did you feel you got fair treatment? Because again, being as though I'm pretty sure he was a Lou DiBella fighter. I know that's a Lou DiBella venue. Do you feel like you got fair treatment and he really beat you?
Um, I feel like the fight was close, but at the end of the day, I still like look at it as a loss because I shouldn't, like I said, I shouldn't be getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's we pros.
So,
And then with
so for now, I was gonna, I want to know, like, now you've suffered your 2 losses, but you on a 5 fight winning streak. You've defeated 4 undefeated guys. So you a dangerous B-side. You a dangerous opponent to, you know what I'm saying, clearly, because you beating undefeated guys. You getting guys cut from their promotional contracts. Uh, how can you secure yourself the fight that you're looking for? Because like you said, you are gonna be a high risk, low reward kind of fighter.
all right, so like I look at it like this, like back then when I did lose, like it's a difference. Like I was fighting for me, like you know, like I was just fighting for me. When I took that if you look on my box rec, I took a 3-year layoff after my loss from 2017 to 2020. But in that 3-year layoff, I was getting the worst offers ever. Like go to Canada, fight this guy in a week. Like you know, like undefeated guys, like offers like that. And I
Let me
wasn't going
ask
like,
you, in those 3 years, did you have management, representation?
yeah, I had a manager. I had a manager. And like I said, like me and my manager back in the day, we got a good relationship. I have nothing against him, but you know, when you lose to guys you shouldn't lose to, you kind of second guess your investment. So he wasn't eager to like get me like buy me fights to get me back up and running. He was just basically offering me what they were sending him, like the week notice tough fight. And I wasn't taking them because I still believed in myself. I still believed I'd become world champion, and I wasn't flying out the country on a B side to fight a guy in their country. So like it was like tug of war for 3 years, and like going back to what I said, like when I said I was fighting for back in the day, I was fighting for me. Now it's a huge difference. Like now, you know, I got children. You know, now in that 3 years, like I said, I had lost my dad like to cancer before back when before I lost, but I
Our
lost my dad.
condolences, man.
I lost my pops to cancer, right? And you know, like I always had my mom. My mom, like she had my back. She had my back or whatever the case may be, and she made it easy for me. Like it was tough to go through, but you know when you got your mom on your side, it's a lot easier. So I had my mom, and like she always believed in me. Even after I lost, she was always by my side. Like, yo, son, you still gonna be champ. I really believe in you. So just having her there, and like I said, like when me and her like we watched him take his last breath. You feel me? So like that in itself was kind of like it was tough, but like I said, I always had her. She was by my side 24/7 every day, and she always encouraged me. Even throughout the layoff, she was encouraging me to stay in the gym and all of that.
Yo, and that's something I wanted to ask you about because you take this layoff, right? And
Uh-huh.
about 2.5 years into this layoff, we get this fucking thing that shuts down the world. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody know what the fuck was gonna happen next. At this point, you 2.5 years into your layoff. So what the fuck is going through your mind?
Wait, it ain't.
And how are you getting yourself up to keep training during this time period? Like, what was the pandemic like for you? Because I'm sure it could have been a bit disappointing, a bit maybe you losing motivation. You get what I'm saying? So what was that like for you? Because like I said, you was already 2.5 years in at that point. You know what I'm saying? You already into a bid. You think you about to get a parole date, and then that shit don't never come.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought my career was over. I really. So wait, it ain't over. So 2 years into that bid, I get a call from a detective, like basically telling me like, yo, your mom died. Like it was something tragic that happened to her. Just come pick up her belongings. And like that right there, it
This was
like it.
during the pandemic.
This was right before the
What if a
pandemic.
mouse could
So
change the world?
sorry about that. So pretty much in the span of 3-4 years, you lost both your parents.
Yeah, yeah. So and
Crazy.
this is this is in the middle like of my boxing career being on hold, and then I lost like my number one supporter, the only one that really believed in me. I felt like my management team started believing in me, and it was just a lot going on. So I kind of thought it was over. Like I ain't even I wasn't beat for it no more. So I got real depressed. I got up to like 220 pounds.
Damn.
Like yeah, I was big, and it was like I was ready to pack it up. I ain't gonna lie, but son just I don't know. Son just kept me going to. I don't. You know what Garrett? You from Jersey? You know what Garrett Mountain is?
Yeah, yeah,
Son,
yeah. I
son
ran up
always kept.
there. I ran up there with the team.
Oh, all right, okay, cool. So son just kept me running here and there, and son just kept me in the gym.
Alone?
Like
You was going to Gary Mountain alone?
yeah, I go to get yeah,
Okay.
and I was in the gym though, but I wasn't training hard. But son just kept me in the gym, kept me going, and I always heard my mom's voice in the back of my head like, "Yo, son, you'll never lose again." So. Yo, shout out to Cornflake. That's like my brother from another mother, Tommy Lamana.
Yeah, Thomas
Yes, sir.
Lamana. We
Shout out
know
to
him well.
Cornflake. Yes,
During
sir.
the pandemic, he was doing fights in Mexico. So he was doing his fights in Mexico. So I hit my manager. I'm like, yo, look, I'll take these fights that you offer me, but it's been 3 years. Now it's 3 years. I'm like, yo, just let me get my feet wet. Like, let me get my feet back wet. I'm ready to get back into it, like 100% for real now. Like, just, like, let me get my feet back wet. No lie. He basically was like, nah, like, I ain't investing in no more money. Like, so that right there told me, like, you know what? I gotta believe in myself. I gotta take my career in my own hands. So,
Mm.
I became my own manager, my own promoter. I paid Tommy to get on the card. I paid my opponent. I paid for his flight and hotel, and I went to Mexico like by myself with just my friend to start go on my box track. You can see after my loss, 3 years later, I'm in Mexico, and I fought in a bar just to get back on box track, just to get the stuff flowing again, so I can get
Yeah.
some phone to take a B-side fight. So I do that. And then one thing led to another, and
Champ,
now like
I gotta ask. I'm sorry, cause we talk about these things all the time. If you don't mind sharing with us, how much did you spend on that fight in Mexico? Cause obviously you paying slot fee, you paying your way down there, you paying
Travel,
your opponent.
Yeah,
medicals.
all the
How much that shit hit you for one fight?
Mexico is kind of cheaper than the U.S. Like, but it was
1,500 or 3,000?
3,000, like 3K, 27, like 27 to 3,000.
All in though, right? Like expenses, medicals, hotel, and everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
And
So,
you had to get this up yourself.
yeah. So I already had it, but I went to my manager first. Like, you my manager, you know. And like I said, I don't got nothing against him. Like, you know, we got a good relationship today. I thank him for everything he's done for me. But he was like, it was a catch to it. He basically was like, nah, he ain't doing it.
So when he says I'm not doing it, is that your release, or are you still with this dude while you?
We had like a year left. It basically, he wanted an extension. He wanted an extension in order for him to like do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, in my mind, I'm like, it ain't really worth it. So I just did it myself. So I went down there by myself. Like, I had my trainer. I had another trainer at the time. He was basically treating me like how everybody else was treating me. Like it was over. So he ain't even come. So
what?
Yes, me. Look, like I got like a real comeback story.
But wait. When you say he ain't even come, you already knew beforehand, right? Because I'm assuming he wanted you to pay his travel and expenses.
No. He couldn't make it. Like
Okay.
he couldn't make it. But he couldn't make it. But he ain't come. But I still was going. Like I gotta get my shit back up and running. I've been boxing since I was 10. I put a lot of years into this shit. So I ain't going like just give up, like just stop because everybody else telling me it's over. Nah. I heard that voice in my head. I heard my mom's voice in my head, like, you'll never lose again, son. Like, you could do it. So I went out there and got the fight. Then I started getting calls. One thing led to another. I got an opportunity to fight in Dubai. I did my thing out there.
How'd that opportunity come about? Because right now, obviously the Middle East is hot. So yeah, you know, that story probably is interesting to our audience.
Well, it was really I knew somebody. The owner of the gym that I was training in, he saw me training there for damn near 2.5 years without getting a fight, and he also saw like what I was going through and stuff like that. And he knew somebody he knew a promoter out there that was having fights. And now mind you, if you look at my box rec, the Dubai fight don't come till about 7 months after the Mexico fight. So after I fought in Mexico, it's like, all right, now what? So it's like I'm trying to save up money to fight in America because the American fights they go for like 7,000-8,000. So I'm in the midst of doing that.
7-8 because you wanted what, an 8 or like an 8 round? I'm assuming because 6 that don't sound right for a 6 unless you're getting a high level opponent.
An 8 rounder, and the opponents they be winning like 4,000 or 5,000
for sure.
So and at this time you got to think I beat. At this time, I beat 2 undefeated people, so they wasn't trying to take no Mexico money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saving up for that. While I'm saving up for that, the owner of the gym basically presented me with the opportunity to go to Dubai or whatever. So went there, did my thing, and like I said, another like one. It's like a snowball effect. Now, you know, I'm on box rec, I'm active. Boom, Bob Behrman, top rank. They called me to fight their guy, and they gave me time. It wasn't like I respect Tyler for taking the fight. They gave me like 6-7 weeks. And shout out to Tommy because he had something to do with that also. I think he got real cool with Brad Goodman, and Brad Goodman was looking for somebody to fight Tyler.
When you say Tommy, do you mean Thomas Lamana?
Lamana.
Yeah.
Okay, I just never heard him anybody call him Tommy.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So he had something to do with that too. They called me. They like, yo, you want to fight him? 7 weeks. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm with it. Like, I'm ready. And I trained for it.
It seems like you retired, dude. He's with David McWater, but he ain't get a fight since you fought him.
Yeah,
it's like you retired him.
And if you look on box rec, this is the 15-0 kid. Andy, he ain't fight since. And it's been like, that was like in 2017.
Mejias.
But Yeah, he was good. That was a tough fight. But well, like I said, one thing led to another, and I got the top ranked fight, and I show the world like I'm really like I'm him. I'm not an opponent. I'm not a bum. Like I just was dealing with a lot like back then, but I'm back and I'm better. Period. And like I said, if I could like go through what I've been through outside the ring and still be good, like be where I'm at today, then no man could beat me. Period. Like I'm not letting none of the stuff that used to affect me back then affect me now. So
after that win with Tyler, I believe, yes, then you had 2 more fights, but those were only 1 fight per year. So what happened there?
So like I said, the Tyler fight put me in a high risk, low reward because like I still don't got a promoter. I still don't like I'm now it's like, should we fight this kid? I don't like so it's like that.
So you ain't getting no offers, or you getting bullshit offers?
In 1 week notice offers, like
any opponents that you
once
anybody you remember they offered you on 1 week's notice?
I know they offered me ammo like probably it was like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Damn, ammo from Matchroom.
Yeah,
at 54 or 60?
At 60.
Okay.
That's the fight I want. I'll take that fight.
Just to be clear, they offered you ammo, and who'd he end up fighting? Was it Mama's Boy? Because I feel like Mama's Boy.
Cordell.
Oh, he fought Cordell Booker.
Yeah, Cordell. Yeah.
That's my guy. You know, I always talk about him, and I always forget his name.
That was I remember that fight. That was on the Haney JoJo undercard. That was a interesting stoppage. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why so? I was there, but I don't remember it.
I remember it being an interesting stoppage. Like maybe
I feel like I remember Ammo really Cordell got hurt. Didn't he get hurt? I feel like
he got caught cold. That's what I think. I think he was cold. He a lot better.
Your manager Paul, or he's not with you no more.
So now, like my manager from the past, he's not with me no more. The contract expired. I didn't sign an extension to do those Mexico fights.
So just to be clear though, the manager you're speaking of is Paul.
No.
Okay, that's your new manager.
Yeah, that's like a buddy of mine. I told him to put that up there so the matchmakers don't gotta call me. They could just call him and he could just let me know. So I don't have a manager.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to have to send you some info there, man. Have you ever heard of Adrian Clark?
No, I never heard of him.
Well, he's pretty good and respected, and he's back in the game. You know, he had guys like, I think it's James De La Rosa, got him big fights. If you check out his resume, any big fights you see, he got him all those. Jerry Belmontes. He just got
Brian Norman, the top rank deal.
He just got Brian Norman, the top rank deal. He got Giovanni Cabrera, top rank deal.
He had got Earl, the Miguel Cotto fight.
Yeah, obviously, Earl just didn't take it because obviously it would have meant he had to sign the Golden Boy. But there was a sit down for Earl to take that Cotto fight. He didn't take it, so Saddam Ali took it. So Adrian was a manager back then. Now he's got a new company. Have you ever heard of Main Events?
Yeah.
So Jolene Mazzone left Main Events and is with Adrian now, and they formed the management company. So I'll give you the information. I don't know if they'll be interested. Obviously, that's between you and them. But, you know, I rock with you and your team. So, you know, we want to see the best for you. So now that you don't have a manager, how are you moving?
I'm going to let you know. So after the Tyler Howard fight, they had offered me to fight some guy on a Don King card, right?
Damn. Let me stop you right there and ask you, when you get the call for a Don King card, what's your first impression? What's the first thing goes through your mind?
At the time, I didn't even know he was still promoting. Like I didn't know, but I was
with
excited. Hell yeah, that's a legend. Like you know.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot the dude's name. I think he was on a contender. They wanted me to fight him, and he didn't want to fight. So
Alfonso Gomez?
nah,
He say
nah, nah.
Smith?
No. This was the
new
last.
one. Brandon.
The new one. So
Let's see, Brandon Adams, Sugar Shane Mosley Jr.
Nah, it got to be Marco Hernandez, Madman.
Moore.
Michael Moore. Okay. He made it to the finals.
No, he didn't.
That was the aggressive guy in the show.
I thought the final was Shane Mosley Jr. versus Brandon Adams.
Yeah, but I mean, Moore had to lose to one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know him. He was the dark-skinned dude. He was real aggressive. He was acting like a bully in the show.
Yeah, they had offered me him, so I'm like, I'm with it, like, you know. But he ain't want to fight. So, and it was for like a WBA belt, and they like, all right, well, fuck, like, you don't want to be on the card, you don't want to fight him, then we'll put him on the card. So, I'm not gonna lie, Don had put like a nice contract together for me, and he like offered me a promotional agreement. And then at the time, like, it's like, yo, do you still wait for these calls and take these beats? Because it's risky. Like, the Tyler Howard fight, I had to make sure I won every round. Like, I couldn't. If it was 5-3, it would have been a draw. Like, if it, I had to make sure I won all the rounds. And like, going into the fight, it's hard to go into the fight thinking like, damn, I gotta get a knockout. Or you want to be kind of like, you want to know you on an even playing field. So when he had offered me the contract, I was just thinking, like, I was weighing the pros and cons. I'm like, yo, like, you want to keep like coming in on the B side and taking these risks, or at least you'll have somebody behind you, and that's going, and you're gonna actually be more active. You're gonna get fights, and they're gonna put you in position. So, like, I decided to rock with Don because he like wanted to rock with me. So
Don King.
Don King.
And you signed with him?
Yeah.
Oh shit! How many fights?
I got 2 years left. So, but look, check this out. So far, like I said, I got 2 fights with him. He paying me well, and I'm ranked now. I'm ranked 7 in the WBA. So far, like, everything he said he was going to do, he doing. So I don't really got no issues.
I mean, except that you're only fighting once a year, champ.
Nah, I fought Jenny. I just fought like 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna fight like 2 or 3 more times this year for sure.
Yo, and again, champ, we just want the best, but not on no funny shit, But is Don even doing 2-3 shows a year? Like,
yeah.
But like, it's always cross promotion. Like I said.
I mean, yeah, he got
connections. He could put you on other people's cards.
Don't he got Makabu?
He do got Makabu.
Makabu about to fight under Jake Paul.
But that's all the way in Saudi. Yeah. Did they offer you anything in Saudi Arabia? Because his fighter, the WBC cruiserweight, is fighting out there versus Badu Jack.
Not yet, but look, think about what he did with what's his name?
Trevor Bryant.
Trevor Bryant, he got him strapped. I think he got paid like 1.6 for that fight.
Get the fuck for the Dubois fight.
Look it up.
Wow.
Wait. Think about remember Mary Mom? He fought Ramirez, WBC strap, top rank.
But on the flip side, champ, he also had Yildirim, and Yildirim took like 4 fucking years to take his shot. I got a video with Yildirim like in 2018 talking about David Benavidez.
Yeah, that was with me. We went to Florida.
I'm gonna fuck you up. My guy ain't even know what he was saying, bro, and he ain't get his shot to Canelo till 2021. That was 4 years.
Yeah, but I think that was politics though, because that was the whole WBC wait in line shit. Remember, he had got that cut in the Darrell fight, and I think that's what the whole thing came about.
Yeah, but even that took a while.
But I do want to say Amir Iman always had Peter Khan, and that's a great manager. Like, it's always good to have a good promoter, but the manager, he doing shit, man. Like, he making sure you in the right position. And Amir Iman did always have Peter Khan, man, who look what he did for Franchon Cruz, made her undisputed. Look what he did for Kambosos, made him damn near undisputed. He needed that one belt, couldn't get it from Haney. Peter Khan, he's all right. Look, he just had that kid on Matchroom with 2 fights. 1 fight in fucking Venezuela and 1 in Colombia. All of a sudden, he in America on a fucking... And he took TV time from our girl. They put that little dude, 105 pounds, instead of Shadeja Green. But whatever. Which brings me to, your name is Green too. Are y'all somehow related and I didn't know?
Nah, we not related. Greens from Patterson. Shout out to her. Like,
2 Greens from Patterson trained with the same trainer. What is the fucking probability of that? That's crazy.
How big is Patterson?
Nah, it's pretty big, man. I mean, I feel like it's not that. I mean, but I'm from Jersey, you feel me? So
like Newark is way bigger than Patterson. Like,
really?
Patterson, yeah, Patterson.
I don't know.
The only reason I'm asking.
Remember, I'm Dominican, so when I go to Patterson, I was going to a certain section.
You was going where the poppies be.
Over where the poppies be, man.
Yo, it's really like that. It's like Patterson segregated. It's
word.
Yo, you know, it's funny. It's funny though because I was. Go ahead.
Nah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's really just a Spanish section in Patterson, and it's the black areas. Like,
I was telling him the first time I was out in Newark, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. This shit like the crib. Like, I'm from Chicago. Chicago segregated as fuck. But he had me where the poppies be in Newark. But see, we ain't got Dominicans in the city. We got Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. As far as the Spanish go. So I'm out there and I'm thinking I'm in the hood. I'm thinking I'm in a black neighborhood. And then, you know, I see a beautiful black young lady walk by, don't speak a lick of English. She Colombian, Dominican, some other shit. I'm just like, whoa. It was different for me.
Yo, Patterson is dope, too. Like, women-wise,
I feel like
Patterson and Passaic.
I feel like it's some bars over there.
Hell yeah, some bars and some spots over there.
I know you took me to, like, definitely some Spanish bars, little Brazilian spot. You know.
I took you to Patterson? We definitely went to the Palace.
Man, you took me to like 5 or 6 bars.
Okay.
So I feel like we went to Patterson for sure.
We definitely went to the Palace, Ian. When the last time you been at the Palace? You a fighter?
Nah, I don't.
That's right. Stay away from the Palace.
What's the Palace, Ian? Tell us. What's the Palace?
Strip club.
I'm locked in. Like I really want straps. Like I said before. Like I ain't. It's not like I said. Remember I said back then I was fighting for me. Mm-hmm. Right now, about me. Like I got a family. I got kids, and on top of that, like let's say right. Like I said, when I got that phone call, I was done. I was depressed. But every day somebody get that call. Like whether it's a mother, somebody losing their mother, their brother, their son, somebody get that call every day. And like if they could cut the TV on, right? And then they see like, oh, this kid was in the same position as me. And then on top of that, he became a world champion. You know what? Let me get up and it stopped them from pulling that trigger. Like, cause you had them thoughts. It stopped them from taking all the pills. You had them thoughts. Like mental health. I'm a mental health advocate for real. Like, and I never knew the severity of it until like I was dealing with what I was dealing with. But it's like you burnt. Like it's like you can't run from the pain. It's all in you, you know. But going back to what I was saying, if somebody could cut the TV on and just see, like, oh man, this guy's a world champion, and he was able to make it out of with like his circumstances, then I could do it too, you know. So like, I ain't just fighting for me. I'm fighting for all of those people, and I'm fighting for my family. Like I'm from the trenches, like you know, Section 8. You know, I'm sure you know what that is. Like heating up the house with the stove. That's where I come from. So it's not like that no more. But I'm just saying, like that's the type of stuff that I grew up with, and I'm changing that. It's over. Like
a lot of people don't know about opening the fucking stove to warm your house up, champ. They don't know about that shit.
Oh, but like I said, bro, like if you signing that contract to fight me, I'm telling you, don't let them losses. They fooled a lot of motherfuckers, bro. It's a wrap for that, bro. I'm not losing, and that's on everything. Ain't nobody.
I know you're going to say yes to this, but, you know, just to put it out there so that the powers that be listening can get these offers to you. Ryota Maroda, former WBA champ, if they call you, would you go to Japan for him?
Yes.
How many weeks do you need? Since they like calling you short notice, how much is too short and how much is just right? Obviously,
say,
perfect timing is 8 weeks. We know that, but hypothetically, they ain't giving you 8 weeks. Like you said, high risk, low reward. Fuck it. Let's call them with less time. How much is that time?
like Floyd said, give me 6 weeks and I got him.
Okay.
Period. Give me 6 weeks and I got him. I'm always in some shape. Like I'm always in the gym. I just fought 2 weeks ago. I'm in the gym. Like I'm training. Like, you know, I'm always in some shape, but it's a difference between being in shape and then being in fight shape. I just keep myself in shape so I could get in fight shape like rather quickly. But
Sure.
give me like 6 weeks and yeah, I'll definitely take that fight. I'll fight anybody. I'm gonna win. Like I feel like it ain't no middleweight that got the box. I could box. I could outbox you. We could fight. We could bang. Like I really could do it all. I got a lot of tools in my arsenal. Like I've been in the ring with a lot of great fighters. And that's another thing people don't know. Like I was in camp with Julian Williams. The Julian Williams that beat Jared Hurd. He's sharp. Like he's a great fighter. I feel like he's underrated too, but he's a real good fighter. You know, I've been in the ring with arguably the best fighter in the world, Terrence Crawford. I was in camp with him. Like I got experience.
How many weeks you was with Crawford?
I was there for like 2 weeks.
Okay. So what? Monday, Wednesday, Friday sparring?
Yeah, them 5-minute rounds. Whew. And
5 minutes? I thought it was 4.
No, we was doing 5-minute rounds. And
damn, how was that first round? Because I'm sure that probably was your first time going 5. Like, did you have to trick yourself mentally? Like, yo, I'm not tired.
Let me tell you, that was my first time in Colorado. When I got there,
whoa, that's harsh. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you couldn't breathe then, huh?
Bro, no. Let me tell you, Colorado Springs, bro. The moment you land, you get off the plane. The airport. You're not even going inside. You get off, you on the mountains, right? That air, bro. It's like you know that the real good weed that when you hit it, it almost feel like you ain't hitting it. That's how it feel, bro. Like you ain't breathing. It's like
I was sleeping. So when I got there, when I went to sleep that night, I couldn't sleep because I couldn't breathe. I'm like, yo, this shit is really different out here, for real.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Damn, for real?
Bro, that high elevation, that ain't nothing to play with.
So it took you how many days to get acclimated, champ?
Like it took me like a good 5 days. 5 days.
So you had to spar that first week out of breath, basically.
I got there on a Tuesday, so I sparred that Wednesday and Friday, and then by the time Monday came, I was good. But yeah, it was a little rough. Shakur was out there. He was helping me. He was helping me out a little bit. He was in my corner because my trainer couldn't come, so I was out there by myself.
How was Shakur helping you? What, like corner man help?
Yeah, corner man help. Like, you know, like corner man help type shit.
That's what's up, man. We was just with Shakur in Houston. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
So y'all knew each other already? Because I know you in Patterson, he's in Newark.
No. I used to train like in his gym in Newark. I was from Patterson. I shoot to the gym.
The one on Mount Pleasant?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, you was right by the hood. That's Broadway right there.
So I knew him for a while. Like he like cool kid, like real motivational. Like like what he doing is motivating us too. So, but going back to what I was saying, like like I said, I was in the ring with Bud, like Prime Glenn, and
Glenn
even like
Tapia, you mean?
Yeah, Glenn Tapia. Even the up and coming guys, like I did some rounds with Sergey. He's a great fighter, you know, tough fighter. Berlanga, I did some rounds with him, good fighter. And I even got it in with Richardson. Got a couple rounds in with him like probably a couple months ago. Great
140
fighter,
Richardson.
Yeah, sharp.
How
fighter.
was that jab? Cause boy, he looked so sharp this weekend.
Got a good jab. He's sharp. Like I'm a fan. I like him. He's sharp. So like I said, like I've been in and that's just the guys you guys know now. The guys that you guys really don't know, they're beasts that I be in the ring with. Like, all right, y'all know Shadeja. Like,
I know Hot too. I'm waiting for you to talk about Hot because I mean, the worst problem with Hawk is he's getting older, man. They ain't giving him his shot. He getting older, but man, he is a gym legend to me.
Hey yo, first thing first though, Shadeja, she hit like a man. Like that. All
You ain't got to tell me, champ. She hit me with that double left hook to the body. I was done.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. You weren't there when she put Ness on his ass?
Nah. He wasn't. And she didn't put me down. I ran around the ring not to go down, bro.
Oh, and then you jumped out the ring. That's right.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
really got me. Like she, you want to know something? She don't. You know how they say she like oh no, she hit hard for a female. If she was a dude, she'd hit hard. Like she got good power, like for real. But like shout out to her. Like she helps me out like in camp. Like she not my main sparring partner or nothing, but they'll throw her in like in the middle or the back end when I'm a little tired and I still got me on point because yeah, word. And like it's this 154 pounder I train with. His name is DJ. Like he's sharp as a knife. He young. He like 19, 20. He's next up for real. People really don't know much about him, but y'all gonna know soon. Like he's a beast. So watch out for him. And Hawk.
What's his last name? DJ what?
His name Dwight Flemings.
Okay.
That's my son. He a beast. Like he any up and coming fighter, he smoke him at 154, 160. He smoke him. I'm telling you that right now. Like all them top ranked fighters, he smoke them. And also Hawk, y'all Hawk, I spar him a lot for fights. You know, he's tough. And then
let me ask you, because I thought Hawk could beat Devon Lee. I think it was like a year ago or 2 years ago I had got him that fight, and T ain't take it. Obviously, Hawk has his inconsistencies because he dealing with a lot of shit, so he wasn't really in the gym. They ain't take it, but I'm assuming you think Hawk could beat fucking Devon Lee, right?
Out of 10, it was something going on outside of it. Like he probably wasn't in shape or something like that. But nah, he definitely could beat him.
That's what he needed, man. That a win over Devon would have put him on the map. You know what I mean? People would know him now.
Yeah. He like 10 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's like 10-0 right now. He gonna get a fight. He gonna get a good fight soon.
I wanted to ask because we talking about obviously a lot of young talent and just talent in general out of that Jersey area. I know you've probably been able to see him more than we have, but I got to bring him up because I think the world of him already. Lil Manny Chance.
Oh yeah, Rajan brother. He know Rajan. They train in the same gym.
Yeah, I know he know Rajan. That's why I know he know Manny.
Nah, man, he really he different. I know y'all hear that all the time. He really different. Like he different for real. And then Rajan, his brother, he slept on. He's sharp. Like watch out for him. He's sharp. I spar him too. Like he's sharp. And I want to bring up another fighter. His name Norman Neely. Like he a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Like I spar middleweights. And I spar him like a heavyweight. He just as fast as a middleweight. Like he really a beast. Watch out for that guy. Like he's something special for real. Like he different. So I got a lot of. He
suffered a loss though, didn't he?
Yeah. His last fight, it was he got caught with a shot, but I feel like that's going. He was kind of put in the position I was in, and.
What,
I think
late notice? What you mean? The position you
No. Like when you lose, like they sleep on you, So I feel like he gonna get a good fight, and he gonna catch somebody lacking. Like I really believe.
What did he say was the issue? Because we know Rodell Booker very well, my man. And again, if you supposed to be the goods, you ain't supposed to lose to a dude that been in prison 10 years. Like Rodell. Rodell's durable. Rodell's durable. We just made money on him because I told people he was not going to get knocked out after that fight. So we made money on him, but he's still not youthful.
You know Norman did 8 in prison, right?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. He went to jail when he was younger, but before he went to jail, he was doing this thing in the amateurs. But he did time and he came home. He got back to his career. You feel me? He got, But I mean, I'm sure he'll be up here soon, so he could explain to y'all I really don't know like the details of what happened, but I just know he got caught with a good shot. But like I said, I know him. Like he gonna bounce back stronger, and he really a problem for real. It's just you know, it's boxing. Like shit happens. So
yeah.
But like I said, like I'm around a bunch of studs. Like I'm around a bunch of studs that's gonna get me better, and it's a lot of good work around Jersey. Even I'm beginning working with me and Khalil Cole. We be getting it from time to time. Like
I love Khalil Cole.
yeah, so like I said, it's a lot of good work, and like I said, bro, these middleweights they can't fuck with me. Period. They not. Ain't nobody fucking with me now, bro. I'm back and I'm better, and like I said, I'm willing to fight whoever. Period.
So you very highly ranked in that WBA. Would you be willing to take that Sergio Martinez fight? I know he's 47, and people like, yo, he ain't supposed to be boxing, but this dude is ranked like number 2.
I mean, I'll take that with. Of course, he a legend. I would love to add him to my resume. Yeah, that's the all right. Those the fights I want. Like now, all right. Like I get it. Like I respect.
He got a call. Okay. Did you get a call, champ?
Nah, you can hear me. I'm good.
We lost you. Call back. Damn, we had Ian Green on. We gonna get him back on.
Yo, that was a wonderful interview thus far. Definitely, thankful to have Ian and somebody who I just learned about and getting to know. But great story thus far, bro.
Give us a sec here to see can we connect with him.
And just want to remind everybody else who is tuned in, smash that like button. Make sure you are subscribed as we are trying to reach that next goal of 165,000. We're really close.
Let's hope we got him back. Norman, you there? Shit, I mean,
Yo.
Ian, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
We got you. We got you.
I'm good.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
What was I saying?
Well, we were definitely talking about Sergio taking that opportunity.
Oh yeah. So like I said, those the fights I want. Like I want contenders. Like don't get me wrong. Like I respect the game. You know, when you lose, they look at you like you're a gatekeeper. You know, I respect it, but I feel like I proved that I ain't no. It's a wrap for that. Like I want the. I just fought another. My last fight was get some undefeated kid. You know, like now I want the contenders. I want the guys that's ranked above me. Like I want to fight those guys. So him, any of the top names, yes, of course, I'll take that with open arms. It's no fight that you're gonna ask me that I'm gonna say no to. Like any of them fights I'm taking, bro, and I'm gonna win.
Well, I mean, those are all of our questions, but I am gonna connect you with some people because I think you got opportunities on the Matchroom side. Be truthful, like Felix Cash. He gonna want your ranking. He's below you. He's with Matchroom.
Ammo's still over there.
But Ammo's above him. So if he can't get nothing big, maybe they look back.
I mentioned Ammo because you mentioned Felix Cash, and that's the name that is being
Felix
thrown
Cash
around.
ain't taking it, though.
Okay, so...
Yeah, that been off the table. Rob let us know in the pre-pro, but pretty sure Felix Cash, Ammo been off the table. They did all that hyping for nothing.
I thought that was just his most recent fight, or has he fought since?
Who?
Ammo. I thought
he didn't fight Cash.
No, but they took him out there, and I thought they had him on the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They built it up when Cash was fighting. He was there. They played Ammo out on TV, and then the fight ain't happening. Yeah.
So who's Felix fighting?
No clue, brother. I could check for you,
okay.
but
no, I mean, I really don't care. You mentioned one guy. I heard the other guy's name. I ain't never even seen Felix Cash. I just know that they was trying to set him up for Ammo.
Nah, I'll fight any of those guys. I want to fight those type of guys. So
you think Top Rank brings you back for Xander? You think you get a Xander shot?
Xander's already at 60? I mean, Xander's 54, bro. Unless they gonna move him up or offer you that fight, for you to kill yourself.
I thought he was at 60, but if he at 54, never mind.
Xander 54.
He's a great fighter. He a kid. Like I don't think they. No, I like I said, I want to fight guys that's getting close to a world title, like ex-world champions, or that's like at the door of a title shot. Like I'm really focused on like fights like that.
Has there ever been a talk, rumor, offer for Danny Garcia? Because he wants to test himself at middleweight. He been talking about fighting Laura, and he's ranked one slot below you. That'll be your biggest fight ever. And it'll be technically on paper easier because Danny is a welterweight move. Well, actually, 140 moving up.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that fight, but nah, I never got a call about that. But I take that with open arms. Like I said, bro, it's no fight in this world that I won't take. Like if they call me to fight Triple G, I'm taking it. And a lot of people would think that I lose, but y'all can win some money that night. That's all I'm saying.
Well, champ, that is. Let me double check. I think we might have a post from the people before we let you go. But let everybody know your social media in the meantime.
You can follow me on Instagram at About Green with 2 T's. So just About Green with 2 T's. Twitter and Green Boxing. And that's it, really. And yeah, and I also want to just give my trainers their flowers. My trainer, Dwight Flemings, we've been together for a while, and like it's been a lot of ups and downs, but like
wait. So Dwight has a son? Because you just said Dwight Fleming we need to look out for, and now you're saying Dwight Fleming is your trainer. So is it the same person or father-son?
The son. So DJ, that's Dwight Jr. That's why I call him DJ, and then Dwight Flemings is his father. So that he's our trainer. So just wanted to shout him out. I wanted to shout out Terrific. Like ever since we clicked back up, man, it's been nothing but like success. And I want to shout out my cut lady for my last fight, Veronica. I got headbutt in the first round. I showed you. Yeah.
I ain't know she was I know she used to do strength and conditioning for y'all. She cut women now too.
Yo, bro, she a beast. If you look at, I don't know if y'all could show my Instagram, but if you go on my Instagram, go to my last picture and then like swipe over like 3 pictures. Look at the cut I suffered in the first round of my fight. She took care of that shit for me, yo. So I wanted to give her a shout out too.
Oh shit. Yeah, let me screen share this. T- now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you kept your composure with all that blood, champ. Damn, you lucky they ain't stop it because it looked like the cut was under the eyelid, right? Or on the eyelid.
It was above, but it was like literally going inside my eye. It was everywhere. But nah, she did her thing with it, and it happened in the first round. Like it happened like as soon as the fight started. So like the fight was kind of tougher than what it should have been. But like I said,
was this a headbutt or a punch?
I was a headbutt. If you look in your DM, I said I'm here to show that I ain't.
I'm sorry, I'm just going through all the slides, but I didn't know they all video.
Yeah, well, if you check our DMs together, I sent you the headbutt, the video of the headbutt. Oh, I don't know if you.
Let me go to that. Yeah, I'm gonna go to it. Danny, double check Patreon or hit up Brandon.
All right.
While I get this video.
1 sec.
I got it. All right.
It's like the first second of the video, like you can see it. Like.
He tried to get a little flurry on you. So
yeah, I want to give her a shout out because that was a bad cut. So she did her thing with that, and
So does she help you with strength and conditioning too? Because I seen her, she usually does that with her daughter and with Shadeja and Rajan from what I remember. But I've been going from the city for like 4 years now.
Yeah, she helps me with strength and conditioning. And, I want to shout out this another fighter. His name Tank. He from Patterson also, and he about to turn pro. He's a beast. Nobody really don't know much about him, but y'all gotta watch out for him. His name Gregory Price. He a beast.
He on IG?
Yeah. I don't know.
Send it to me in the DM after the interview.
Okay, cool. But yeah, he just wanted to shout my team out, and I just wanted to let people know, like, no matter what you're going through in life, like, you could get through it. You just got to put that first step forward, and like it's not always a breakdown. It could be a breakthrough. So just keep your head up and just keep pushing. Cause
let me ask you: is there any connection to your relationship with Paul and Steven Nelson? Like, did you meet Paul through Steven, or did you already know Paul? Because I know Steven Nelson works with Paul.
Nah. I knew Paul from when I first turned pro. Paul been rock, even PG Sports. Shout out to Paul. He been rocking with me, even during that 3-year layoff. He always was rocking with me, checking on me, making sure I was good. Like, I knew Paul since I turned pro. Paul my guy. But I don't know. I don't know Steven or nothing like that. I don't
So
really
you
know
ain't even see Steven at the Crawford camp. He's that 168-pounder that just fought on Black Prom. He's with Crawford.
I don't know him personally, but yeah, I saw him at the camp. He was in the camp, but I don't know him personally. I really was like, I went there by myself. Wasn't really. I just came for business. I met the kid Jamonte Clark. He a cool kid, and cause he was out there in camp with us too. And Bubakar they both from Cincinnati, Ohio. I was kicking it with those guys, but I went out there by myself. Just like I just went there for business.
I'm just trying to figure out: did you get work with that 68-pounder since y'all so close in weight?
Oh no. It was I was just there strictly for Bud.
And
shout out.
It don't get no better than Bud, that's for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Bud for them, like, flying me out there, getting me the experience, because that leveled me up like crazy.
Did you actually come back, or did you leave it up to them?
You know what? Bo Mac told me, like, yo, we ever fight Keith or somebody, like Keith Thurman, we'll bring you back. So I'm like, all right. And I wanted to shout out Brand Man, Julian Williams trainer. He made him and my trainer Dwight. They made that happen for me. So shout out to Brand Man, and shout out to J Rock too, like, for bringing me to his camp. And I was, getting good work in with him too. So
no work with Boots, because I know Shadeja worked with Boots, and obviously Hakeem has always worked with Julian, so they go to Philly a lot. Y'all ever not yet?
Ever since I've been with T, we ain't go to Philly yet. So no work with Boots.
Okay, well, Mr. Green, Ian Green, thank you for joining us. You can find Ian Green on Instagram by searching About Green. And we appreciate you, man. We're going to be locked in and, following your career. The minute you get any news, hit us up. We'll bring you right back on, man, to announce it.
All right, no problem. Thank y'all for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. And
sure.
I appreciate
Keep pushing, man.
Exactly. I appreciate that you didn't give up, man.
And not just that, bro, but that you telling your story, because a lot of people
will get inspired.
Not just inspired, bro, but they can definitely relate, man. Everything you said as far as the type of business this is and the type of sport it is, how lonely things can get. And
how difficult, man, it is.
And just the real world, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you get what I'm saying? Just the world, the boxing world that we live in. So definitely appreciate the inspiring story and keep pushing.
Yeah, and just to say one more thing. I went from fighting in the middle of nowhere in Mexico, a bar in Mexico. Then I remember a year later, I'm in Las Vegas the day before Canelo fight and ESPN. Like, stuff could change. You just gotta just believe in yourself and take the risk. But things change. So I went from that to now I'm putting myself in position. So where I was at a place where people thought it was over for me, but I believed in myself and I invested in myself. I went from doing that to now I'm making good money and I'm putting myself in position. I'm number 7 in the world. So
let's go, champ. Appreciate it.
To being 7 in the world.
Appreciate you, champ. Can't wait to get you back on, man.
I appreciate you guys, bro.
All right, take it easy. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Contender Ian Green. Those are part of these beautiful stories in boxing, man. I did want to ask as soon as he said, he was in camp, like, who you picking now? But we should have too, because this is Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. We totally dropped the ball there. But we're gonna go to the callers. We got Rory, excuse me. What up? Rory. Yo. Let me give me a second, Rory. Let me see what we could do here, cause I don't hear you. You there? I hear you now. Talk to us.
Hello,
sir. Rory, we hear you.
All right, I had one to talk about the Spence and Keith Thurman fight, and I got an interesting theory about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do you remember some years back when Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and who the other one is? Who's another one? It was all like fighting each other for a minute, like and they was keeping Errol Spence out of the loop. And for a long time, Spence was like, "I'm never gonna fight Thurman. I'm never gonna fight Thurman." And then all of a sudden, they in a position where they're gonna fight. I believe that the powers that be, whoever, is making the fight because it's a decent little fight. You know what I mean? And I ain't never understand why. I mean, I kind of understand, but Spence was like, "I'm never gonna fight this guy," but now he kind of have to fight him. So my theory on that was why they were fighting at 54 is that he never wanted to give Thurman a shot at the title, the same shot that Thurman wasn't willing to give him back in like 4 or 5 years ago. So I just find it interesting that they fighting at 54 instead of 147.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really rock with that shit. The fact that people defending that is lame as fuck. Like, oh yeah, he don't want to give him a shot. That's why it's at 54, and everybody's okay when they should be like, what the fuck is he doing? He got 3 belts, holding up the division. He don't want to fight Keith, who's his mandatory. This is some political bullshit that they doing. But everybody sees things differently.
I agree. I'm in my mid-40s, man. I've been watching boxing for a long time since I was a kid, and I remember like the best used to fight the best on a consistent basis, like the Foremans and the Holyfields and the Tysons and even going back to Ali and Frazier and all that crew. I can't understand why the best fighters are not fighting each other. Like you look at UFC right now, there's no undefeated fighters in UFC. It's a win. You are a prize fighter. You fighting for the money. I know you fighting for glory and the prestige and everything, but you are a prize fighter. So I truly believe that Floyd. Listen, Floyd is an all-time great, and I love him. I've been watching him ever since we're around the same age, so I've been keeping up with him for a long time. But I think the fact that everybody want to be undefeated and everybody want to keep their O, I think it has put a pressure on these fighters not to actually fight people that can possibly get them an L because the society like once you lose, it's like the world is over. Oh God, it's over.
I mean, but look, you want people not to feel that way, specifically fighters, but we just literally had a fighter on that he went through that. He took a loss, then took another loss, then lost both his parents, and the world was over.
But on top of that, bro, you brought up the UFC and old boxing, but bro, those was monopolies. Like Don King had a monopoly on the fighters. You get what I'm saying? Which is why he was able to give the world cards with 2-3 Hall of Famers on it in mismatches because they wasn't making what they probably should have been making. Same thing can be said about UFC fighters. You get what I'm saying? The biggest UFC reporter that's ever touched the streets was just talking about how they just signed this great deal with Logan and KSI, and you know how much the fighters is making from that? Not a dime. So you know what I'm saying? They just had their UFC fighter, their UFC heavyweight champ, get released from their contract because they couldn't come to an agreement to pay him. You know, I said it yesterday. Demetrius Johnson, who was pound for pound #1 at the time, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't get it right with him, so he had to go to another promotion. So although it may seem that way, that's not the way shit really happens. You know, we see it. I think we see it more often than not. You know, it's just a sport that doesn't have the regulation that other sports has, so it's hard for the fight fan to stay motivated, to stay, you know, positive with these fights that we just don't get. But let's see if we have any more callers. Number to call in 425-569-5241. We are on Twitter and Discord as well.
Well, let me just wrap up with Rory. Rory, I just muted you because you had, you know, hella feedback. Yo, December to December's 12 months, right? When the last time Marcus Brown fought? December. So that's 12 months, right?
Yeah.
And now we in the second month. That's 14 total, right? I don't know why they arguing me about 10 months over here. Go ahead, Rory.
I mean, 14 is a lot closer to 12 than it is to 24.
All right.
As a fan,
but I said 14. At first I said 2 years. Go ahead, Rory.
As a fan, I just want to be able to, I just want to be able to see the fights that we should be getting as fans, the people that support these fighters, and you know, it just don't make no sense. Like I'm gonna give you a quick story. Then you know, I in the whole Errol Spence and Crawford negotiations, when they made the announcement for like November or whatever the push may be, do you know? And I live in Atlanta. I actually took people word and thought they actually go have a fight. Do you know I booked flights and everything, rooms and everything to Las Vegas, thinking that they were really gonna make it happen? And you know, and I booked it months, like when they first announced it and got the breaking news. Oh, everything is signed and done, and it's like it's a never ending story with the best fighting the best. It's always something like the Tank and Ryan situation. They hung up over a rematch clause. That baffled me to like I'm disgusted with that. Why are y'all even having a rematch clause at a non-title fight? Like
I mean,
it's
a title fight though.
It's like, but the second, like, and they need to get rid of all the secondary belts. By the way,
I'm not disagreeing with you, champ, but I mean, any fight of this magnitude has a rematch clause. It's the biggest fight that can be made in the sport right now. So for you to say that the biggest fight in the sport won't have a rematch clause,
plus name an Oscar fight that didn't have a rematch. Name a Pacquiao fight that didn't have. Like, it's bullshit. Like, dudes are jumping at this because they want to fight so desperately. But when did Floyd not have a rematch? Why you think he rematched Maidana? Why you think he rematched Castillo? Why you think, you know, like, why you think he had rematches? A-sides get rematches. The fact that we got to tell people this shit is so frustrating. Eddie Hearn literally came out and said, I wouldn't be a good promoter if I don't put a fucking rematch clause in AJ's contract. And guess what? It made him a fantastic promoter because when he lost to Andy, he got all the belts back. He made more money. He got bigger. I got to let you go, Rory. Your mic is fucked up.
All right, gentlemen.
Appreciate it, champ.
That shit was kicking back. Hella feedback,
Word.
Rory. I got Adrian. What up?
Adrian Rowan?
No. Adrian on Twitter. Adrian Reina. We can't hear you, champ. Hang up, call back in. We go on a Discord. Gotta raise your hand if you want to chop it up. Same thing on Blog Talk. We do need you to hit the one button at least one time.
And if not, it's going to be an early day for us. Shit, we ain't complaining.
Ever.
Best believe that. And that's GTO, Ringwalk Danny. We are the boxing voice.
Make us your choice. Juno, we got Big Balls Nino. What up?
Yo, Nez, Danny, what's good?
What up? What up?
Yeah, man, I just got in here, man. Caught y'all on the way out. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. But is that May 29th? I just seen that
27,
on
27, 27th.
20. They dropped the date for it.
We was fortunate to have former manager and just boxing all around great Adrian Clark on the show, who has a phenomenal relationship, phenomenal public relationship with Earl, and he gave the day on the show.
For sure. Yeah, that's what's up. That's why y'all one of the best podcasts out here. But yeah, like I said, if it's still at 54, I ain't too hype about it. But I'm gonna tune in just because of Earl. I think he gonna stop Thurman, but I think he gonna stay at 54 if it is at 54. He ain't gonna fight Crawford no time soon. Not unless that boy move up. And moving over to Tszyu and Tony. That's a pretty good fight. I think it's really like a 60-40 fight falling in Tony's favor. Cause I ain't too high on Tim Tszyu, man. That just might be me. I ain't really watched him too much, so I might just not know enough about him to like him enough. But from what I seen, I just ain't too hype on him. But if Tony come in shape, he got his mind right, I think he could get the dub and possibly get that Charlo rematch. And like I said, if y'all doing the show at the win later, I'll be tuned in later, man. I just woke up a little late. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and
We
I'll get with y'all next
definitely
time.
we definitely doing one at the win, and that one will be about the Gilberto Ramirez Gabe Rosado fight and the Jessica McCaskill Ivana Hasbin fight and purse bid. 12 o'clock.
For sure. For sure, for sure. All right, then I'm gonna get with y'all then later, man.
All right, champ. We got NO in New Orleans. What up?
No. I know.
All right, we don't hear you, so what we'll do is close it back up and restart it in the meantime. Okay, I see you, PG Sports. We was just talking about you. Shout out to you with the work you're doing with Steven Nelson and Ian Green and anyone else you may have, champ. Yeah, man. Shout out to you. Hit me up, man. We might need to get you on this podcast, man. Okay, there we go. Talk to us.
Yo, what's up?
Is this Paul?
Yeah,
How are you, brother?
good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Hearing good things about you.
Yeah, appreciate that. I know we. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but we briefly talked a couple times.
Yeah, I would have to check the DMs, man. I talked to so many people, but let me know
Yeah, for sure.
how'd you get your start in this sport, and what would you call PG Sports? Is it more marketing, more managing? Because I know you do both.
Yeah, for sure. No, so yeah, like you said, I do both, and more so in the boxing world, I do management and marketing. So yeah, I work with a bunch of different fighters. I'm from Connecticut, so I got a lot of Connecticut guys, and yeah, just trying to grow and build up the fighters' career on and off, or on and off, or on and outside the ring. I'm used to saying the field, so yeah.
So, what exactly would you say you're doing with Nelson?
Yeah, with Steven, I'm doing marketing. We just started working together in December, so it's only been a few months, and and yeah, we're just trying to build his brands. I kind of want to build him up, kind of like Top Rank did with Jermell Herring with the Marines, and he was in the Army for 8 years, and I think he doesn't promote that enough. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
For sure, for sure. And how do you decide on who you sign and who you sign as a to be, their manager and just to be their marketing team?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes with trust and reaching out and things like that. Like I said, like I'm from Connecticut, so when I meet these guys and things like that, like I've been working with Tremaine Williams, super bantamweight, who's 21 right now for like 6, 7 years now.
He got the
So
title,
people
the
from
the title shot against Angelo Leo, correct?
2020, yep. Um, yeah, so I've been working with him forever, and then from there, pretty much, and I been working with Chad Dawson too since like 2013 or 2012. So those are both my Connecticut guys, and then from there, everyone sees it. And Cordell Booker, who's from Connecticut, we knew each other, but he reached out recently for me to manage him and do marketing. So we signed that deal in December too. And then I know you just had Raquel Miller on as well. So I signed a marketing deal with her as well in December. December was kind of big. And then, so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And then Ian Green, I've been working with him since he was like, I don't know, like 5-0 or something like that. So we've been through, that's what I'm saying. Like it's been a while, and so it's dope. Everything's like everyone's coming up right now. So it's dope.
So, what's a marketing deal consist of for the fighters out there listening that are looking? Because marketing to them means more publicity, more popularity, visibility, and potential sponsorships.
Yeah, so everything above what you just said, and yeah, just getting your name out there, just like what you guys are doing. Some athletes don't like to do interviews, but I try to push them to do different things, even non-boxing stuff and stuff like that. So I work with other athletes, not in the boxing space. So then I also get to collab with that too, and that builds their audience. For example, like I work with WNBA players, and people have foundations, and we did cross promotion, like the boxer or the basketball player goes to their event and they go to their event. So things like that as well.
I covered WNBA. What are some players that you work with?
So I'm Renee Montgomery's manager. She's retired now, but she's the co-owner of the Atlanta Dream, and the
She does
analyst
some
and all that stuff.
broadcasting too, right?
Yep, she was just on CBS, or she's on yeah, she was just on CBS last night. She's on NBA TV tonight.
Okay.
And then I work with Crystal Dangerfield. She was the 2020 Rookie of the Year. And that's it for right now. But yeah, like I said, I'm in Connecticut, so I'm always trying to get the UConn players.
I always push, boxers to cross promote. It's a sport that's already hard as it is. So I try to get these guys to, cross promote, in any way possible that makes sense for that specific individual. What do you think? What would be your biggest recommendation to an athlete right now that you're working with, and something that you feel that athletes in this generation are falling short in?
Uh, pretty simple. It's just social media and not putting themselves out there and not having every platform. Like the first thing I do with everybody is like, yo, you gotta get Twitter, Instagram, the Facebook page, the business page, whatever you want to call it, and now TikTok. So like you gotta get on those platforms. Perfect example is and doing interviews too is just like when Renee opted out. A perfect example is she we did 1 million interviews, and then from a TMZ interview, she got a job with TMZ, like to do the sports program. So just like little things, like anything can happen. That's why it's just like you just have to put yourself out there. I've done a bunch of different things in boxing. In terms of firsts, I'm into NFTs as well. And last year, I worked with Anthony Taylor too, who's a crossover boxer, does MMA boxing, and we did a deal with a guy that owned a Bored Ape, and he sponsored him, and we put his Bored Ape on his trunks, and that was on the Jake Paul card. So that was the first NFT in the boxing ring. So just like things like that. So yeah.
What do you say to the young athlete? Because I encounter it a lot, especially in the sport of boxing. What do you say to the young athlete who simply cannot talk in front of that camera? How do you get them to be better speakers?
Yeah, I mean, there's training for that, and in terms of me myself, like even before 2020, like I wasn't really comfortable in front of the camera. But then I was going, it was it was boring time, and I was going live every day interviewing people, and I have my own podcast as well. So, and it was just audio at first, and now it's video. So, I think it's just getting the reps in, just like anything else.
Paul, so what's the plan for Cordell Booker? Obviously, I seen that you linked up with him after he suffered that loss. How do you plan on bringing him back to the majors?
Yeah, so we just had a fight on the 21st. I got the win. It was versus Angel Hernandez. I know he's 17-17, but if you look at his record, he's not no step over. So that was a good comeback fight. And now we're looking to get one more maybe mid fight, and then going for like a big fight.
All right. Well, we do appreciate you checking in, Paul. Let everybody know where they can find you if they need to get in touch with you for potential business.
Yeah, for sure. So this is my page right here, PG Sports. My personal is PCG7. My DMs are always open, so if you want to hit me up, just hit me up, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Appreciate you, Paul. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We appreciate it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Paul from PG Sports. And we're still taking callers not only on Twitter Spaces, but we got Discord rocking and rolling. And we also have Discord, the landline, 14255-690-52. I forgot the number because I'm getting all these calls. I'm sorry. Danny walked away. It's 14255-690-5241 if you want to call in on the landline. We got Adrian Reina trying again. Adrian.
Hey, what's up, Ness? Can you hear me, Ness?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is the inevitable D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up. Ness, I got to say this, and I got to say it one time.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe we're really talking about. We're comparing boxing from the 90s and the early in the 80s to this now. You know what I mean? Where they're like, well, it's always been like this. Don King, it was a monopoly. Dude, the difference between that is Don King and Bob Arum hated each other, but they still made fights that people wanted to see.
I hear you. Different times, though, right? Less networks, less competition, less promoters.
Different time, or is it just the same thing? Because at the end of the day,
no, it's like I said, less networks. That's what I said. I said less networks, less promoters. It was a different time. Like, we got more managers now, more promoters now, more networks now.
Where's the other one?
The other one, let me make sure they were clear first. It's going to be Mr. Moles.
Okay, but I think the main dogs were HBO and Showtime, right?
Yeah, back then, HBO, Showtime, and ESPN Friday Night Fights.
But let's do the
I still gotta disagree. I feel like, you had two main competitors back then, which was Showtime and HBO. And, those were the main ones that were showing you fights.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got the Zone, ESPN Plus, Showtime. So I can't say it's less. I think it's only more of one company really trying to dig their feet in the mud and not trying to make the big fights happen.
What do you mean is more of one company?
Yeah, it's been proven. It's been proven by the history of what happened between Wilder and Joshua, what happened now with Errol Spence and Team Crawford, and now we got issues with Hank Davis and Showtime. Where have you ever heard of, if you lose the fight, you're not the ace? If you lose a fight, why is, the Zone is a big platform too. Why are they not going to be able to get the rematch? That don't make no sense, man.
Bro, you don't make no sense. Name an Oscar fight where he gave up the rights to his fucking rematch. Then name an AJ fight. Then name a Floyd fight. What are you talking about? You want to change shit to benefit you and your fanboys that you ride with. That's not how boxing works.
Okay. Let me let you know something, man.
Yes.
Do you think Tank Davis is in the same sphere as De La Hoya?
Brother, don't start that whack-ass argument. Tank is like the number 3 pay-per-view star in the fucking world. Y'all trying to minimize him, but there's no one other than him besides AJ, Canelo, and Earl. Stop the bullshit. I don't got time to get upset today, man. Like, either you know boxing or you don't.
That's cool. If you don't know boxing, I know boxing. If I know boxing, you know boxing. Look, I'm 44 years old, man.
Me too.
I've been seeing boxing.
Me too. But you've been watching it on your fucking TV.
Yeah, go ahead.
You've been watching it on your TV. You not in the gyms. You not talking to the fighters. You not talking to the managers. You don't know the publicists. You ain't in the gym, bruh. So you over here talking about, oh, you think Tank is this, you think Tank is that. No, I think the A side is the one that offers you the fight, so how the fuck he lose the rematch? You won't even get the first fight.
Who's giving the money?
I gotta go,
Davis giving the money?
I gotta go, man. Showtime's giving the money, which is Tank's network. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. So I'm the A side. I do the pay-per-view. I get the big money. I do the big fight. Y'all like to act like Ryan on the same level, but he made $1 million gate. Tank broke records. Every time he fights, he break records. But you want to put him on the same level as Ryan. Then it's Showtime putting up the money, but you want to give Ryan a 50-50 somehow. He don't even need Ryan. You guys say it all the time because y'all hate on the boy. Oh, he fight anybody on pay-per-view. So why does he need Ryan then? He only need Ryan to do more numbers than what he been doing. But keep in mind that $200,000, that pays him well. More than any other fighter not named Devin Haney. So stop, man. Like, learn the fucking business, calling in here trying to argue with me about where they do that at. Shut your dumb ass up. They do it in the Oscar contract. They did it in the Cotto contract. They did it in the Mayweather contract. The AJ contract. How many motherfucking contracts do you need? Like, how many do y'all need? Like, why y'all trying to change the game for Ryan? A motherfucker that never won a belt in his life. Y'all just want to change the fucking game. Knock it the fuck off. Please. Cornball ass motherfuckers, man. Dudes are corny, man. I've been watching boxing since I was 44 from your television. Your fat ass on the couch. Fuck you talking about, man? Elm, what up? Bum asses, man. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me good?
Perfect.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, do you think like the fact that they're saying the fight is in jeopardy over the rematch clause, not that there is a rematch clause, but where the rematch would take place, do you think that's intentional?
I mean,
Because
it's only intentional on the B side. Because, again, no one told Andy, oh, go take the fight to PBC. But now y'all argument's going to be, well, Andy's not Ryan. Cool. No one told Shane take the fight nowhere else when he beat Oscar. No one told Maidana take the fight somewhere else. Oh, he didn't win. But Floyd still gave him the rematch, right? Like, what are we talking about? I want y'all to show me where the rematch ended up on another network that wasn't already contractually done on the first fight. Show me a fight that only way you could show me that is in the paperwork, right? Because we have seen a fight where, like, yo, you fight, if you beat me, like Devin Haney, George Camboso, if you beat me, you get the lion's share of the pot. But the fight was still in Australia because it was still negotiated off the first contract from the A-side, George Cambosos. Like, we got to stop the bullshit to try to change the goalposts just because it's Tank and y'all don't like him. That's all this is. Hatred towards Tank. George was the A-side. That's why both fights was in Australia. You got weirdos on Twitter talking about, he ain't the A-side. Who did Top Rank sign? No, motherfucker. Didn't Devin had to sign just to get the fight? How'd that make you an A-side? Devin had to sign. Then he had to go to Australia. Then he had to go without his father. But he the A-side in these morons' mind. Man, I don't got the time to talk to stupid motherfuckers that don't know about this sport. I ain't got the time. I ain't talking about you. I'm just talking about that weirdo before that. Because if you don't know the sport, don't call in here talking about, I've been watching since 44. Get your dumb ass out of here. 44 years watching, you obviously know jack shit. Where was Vlad's rematch? Didn't Fury vacate his belts not to fight Vlad again? Or do you think Fury had home court territory? No! No, y'all just want to change history because your favorite fighter ain't as great as Tank when it comes to negotiations, man. Stop the bullshit. But go ahead, Elm. I ain't trying to take your call. Just I love spitting facts. Oh, you done? Cool. Majid, what up?
Yeah, I'm coming to you. What up, what up? Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Shout out to the fights that's being made that you clip, man. But I just wanted to run something past everybody. All right, suppose that this fight don't happen, right? Are these motherfuckers going to challenge niggas to motherfucking go for those belts and motherfucking get back to the regular program where champion try to be like, we know where belts matter and motherfuckers actually chasing titles and, basically an open shot at undisputed. All right, we don't get this fight, man. I think that all these fans need to hop up, you know what I'm saying, and start telling their favorite fighters, man, come on, man, take these belts. If you're the best and people arguing about who the best at the weight class, even though we got undisputed, come on, man, let's scrape these shits up and beat the real top dogs of the weight class and just stop trying to do quick cash grabs. Because cash grabs bring politics, and politics is bullshit. It's A-side favorite bullies, you know what I'm saying? So all these niggas that's upset, you know what I'm saying, like, trying to take sides with Ryan and De La Hoya and these last-minute requests, I'm like, nigga, if this shit don't go down, ask your favorite fighter to motherfucking go for the belts, you know what I'm saying? Like, undisputed or something, like, make a difference in boxing instead of just taking everybody bread, man. But other than that, shout out, I got Harrison winning, even though I don't feel too comfortable saying it. And, yeah, intrigue. Come back, man. Thurman got that fight date, dog. Then that's all I got, Ness. Thank you for the show, man.
All right. I just want to say, because I see Modern King Boxing, who got timed out for stupidity, repeating stupidity from Twitter, where there's most people are stupid on Twitter. So he says, yo, wasn't Fury Wilder joint? No, you see, and this is what I'm saying. You talk about you know boxing, you talk about you watch boxing, but your fat ass on your couch eating potato chips, fucking, you dipping potato chips in mayonnaise. That's how fat you are, okay? That being said, Fury Wilder was a 2-fight deal. Wilder had a rematch clause on Showtime. If you know anything about boxing, when you get a draw, your contract is null and void. What did Fury do? He left Showtime, signed to Top Rank, took 2 fights, Tom Schwartz and fucking Oda Valine, then came back, sat down with Showtime, and they did a co-promotion, co-broadcast. The both of them. Not just a co-broadcast, but also a co-promotion with Top Rank. You see the difference there? Co-promotions means 2 promoters promoting together for 1 fight. Co-broadcast means 2 broadcast networks broadcasting the fight. So please learn something, you fucking morons. So yeah, the second fight ended up having a second contract, which did give the rematch the ability to be co-promoted like the first fight, which technically was the second fight, okay? So the first fight is the draw. The second fight is the renegotiated 2-fight contract. Remember, after Fury won, he tried to get out, and Wilder had to go to arbitration. But you guys like to forget details because your favorite fighter's cock is all in your mouth. Fucking weirdos. But it's okay. I told you, I love my job. I like being the dude to shit on y'all and tell you how stupid you are. It makes me feel better. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'm happy with that. You don't have to like it. You could call me whatever you want. But the truth is, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you do not. Talking about you been watching boxing. You need to be watching this fucking show. Who next, man? Who wants some sauce? Where you at? Discord open and so is Twitter. What's good? If not, got to go. Haircut time. I'm looking like a wolf over this bitch. Anybody else? Anybody else? Body bagged them. See, nobody got no beef now. Oh, here we go. Matthew, what up? Matthew. And that Fury contract, that first fight, technically the second fight, Wilder and Fury agreed to, the winner takes the highest share in the second rematch, which was the third fight. So again, just like Devin and Kambosos, the winner got a higher percentage of the purse the second time around. So, you know, just try to keep up, man. Just try to keep up, man. Try to follow the sport before you open your fat mouth. Matthew.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the boxing voice. I thought Monday boxing was coming back next. You had me fooled, you know, May 29th. Thought big time Monday boxing was coming back, man. I don't think that's a good fight. It's a long time away, though, so fucking hell, man. We're going to have to wait a long time for that. I hope Keith Thurman wins just to fuck up the whole boxing scene. And, you know, all this time we've had to wait for Bud and Spence. I'm going to support Keith Thurman on this one. So any Spence fans, you know what I mean, don't get too upset. And that's it, really. There ain't shit else going on in boxing.
Bruh, what's up with your mans? Like, nobody, there you can see right there how irrelevant that fight was, right? You see, when it was Wilder AJ for Undisputed, the world was paying attention. When it was AJ Fury for Undisputed, the world was paying attention. When I said nobody cares about Usyk, people laughed at me because he's allegedly so skilled. No one cares about Usyk. That fight ain't done. That fight ain't done. It ain't got no venue, ain't got no date, and it's in jeopardy of being altogether canceled. And no one's reporting. No one's give a fuck. What's up with Fury and Usyk?
It said it's April 29th. On Thursday, Frank Warren said that he'll have an update for the venue in 6 to 7 days. So hopefully tomorrow or Friday we might get a venue for that fight. But April 29th is the proposed date. And they said if it doesn't happen in Saudi Arabia, it's going to Wembley. But yeah, no one gives a fuck about Usyk because he's fucking Ukrainian. That's why Vladimir Klitschko killed the heavyweight division, because no one from the UK or America could beat him. So that's why we need Fury just to beat his ass and get the heavyweight division moving between the UK and US like it's supposed to be.
Hey, when Fury beat that German, or excuse me, that Ukrainian that used to fight in Germany a lot, didn't he have a rematch?
Yeah, he had a rematch, yeah.
How did Fury get out the rematch that allegedly the public believes Fury should have had the rights to?
Got on the cocaine, got a nice bottle of whiskey, sat on his couch, had some potato chip and some dip, man. That's how he got out of it.
All right. But we all know that Vlad had the rights to that. RTL was not giving up those rights because that motherfucker make hella money on those German rights.
Tyson Fury wasn't a star back then at all, though. Like, Tyson Fury was lucky to get the shot in the first place. Like, nobody gave a fuck about Tyson Fury when he had the first fight. So, yeah, he had no legs to stand on.
All right, Matthew. It looks like Modern King Boxing said he's on the line. Who could he be? Is this you in the 559?
Who's that?
Who are you?
This is Dan. I was gonna be talking about the Tank and Ryan fight.
Can you turn the radio down in the background? Chin.
Yes, sir. My bad, my man. My bad. I got a little thing to say about Ryan and Tank. I think what's going on is Oscar's looking ahead a little bit, and I think he projects because Tank right now he's at his, I don't want to say at his peak as far as stardom, but I think the potential of Ryan Garcia, his I want to say his roof is higher as far as stardom. This is what I think Oscar thinks, and I think he wants that. If Ryan wins this fight, I think it's a bigger purse for both of them if Oscar takes over the venue and everything. What do you think?
I think
Can
that
he
I
explain
think,
why before we get at him?
Well,
just
no.
tell
I
me
mean,
why you believe Oscar being involved gives the second fight more money.
No, he says that he believes Oscar thinks that. I mean, I think that I'm worth more than
It's
Pat
a tank
McAfee's
list.
$120 million deal with DraftKings, and I think that if we would have got the $120 million deal with DraftKings, we would have did better number than Pat McAfee. But at the end of the day, don't nobody know us the way they know him because he's the A side. He's a known commodity. He's the one that's been putting out the numbers day in day out.
Right.
So it's
No,
like
I don't just.
it's like, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying I don't really give a fuck what Oscar thinks. I mean, I'm saying he thinks no. I mean, I'm being sincere. I really don't give a fuck what he thinks. He thinks he thinks his fake abs look good.
They do. Why you keep hating on his abs, bro? You hating. Honestly, you hating. You
Yeah, I don't
can't
think
say they look good.
I don't think they look good. I've seen better. I think Drake's look better. I think
He
no,
tweaking,
bro.
bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that man abs, man. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong.
I've seen better jobs. I've seen better ab jobs, and I just told you Drake's look better.
I heard Kanye got it, and I ain't never seen his shit look like that ever.
I mean, yeah, Kanye also, bro. Didn't he just put out a? I'm not even being funny. Didn't he just he just had a birthday? Didn't he put out another picture?
I don't follow him like that.
I feel like there was another picture put out
by Kanye.
No.
Oh, you mean Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah, even better one. My man went ham. He went naked with the ring belt covering his junk and all abs showing.
Oh. Yeah.
Oscar's out here living his best life. The fact that you hating on a 50-year-old man with a body like that, I can't wait till you turn 50. I'ma just be real. You tripping hard.
Bro, I've always said if I can't afford it, I ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the girls that go for the cheap BBLs in the DR.
I'm screen sharing this. He done took the show to another level because now we gotta judge Oscar. But come on, how that shit look whack, man? You out here faking it, bruh. You faking it, man. That shit don't look whack.
I gotta wait.
We gonna leave that shit up there for them, man. Shout out Oscar living his best life. Got a young girlfriend. Took his body back 20, 30 years. And what? Matter of fact, Floyd and Oscar should do an exhibition. Right now is the best time. That's what really should happen. Floyd got all these fighters on this new exhibition, right? All his real fighters. The dude that just knocked out the dude we won't mention because I don't want him to get mad. Then he got Antonio Cepeda. Even got Chris Lovejoy. If he did Oscar versus Floyd exhibition, Tank Ryan on the bottom, real fight. That's massive pay-per-views. Massive pay-per-views. But the thing is, they ain't going to want shit because they going to look at it like, nah, we brought that in.
Yo, shout out to Larry. He said, I'm going to look like the dad from Roseanne at 50. You ever seen Roseanne?
Look at Joe Castavalla. She don't think them abs look fake. Serrano don't think them abs look fake. Come on.
Do you see them say that they look real?
Bro, they
Or did
congratulating him.
Motherfucker, they wishing him a happy birthday. They ain't saying, yo.
I swear, man. Oscar, get me some abs, man. Look at my man in the pool.
I don't see nobody.
Best life.
I don't see nobody saying, yo, good knife job. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, best life, bro.
Bro, look, let me tell you something. You've been to Atlanta.
Damn, I wonder where he at right here. That's a beautiful pool with the setting. It ain't switched for y'all.
So look, you've been to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That's BBL Central, bro. After a while, those asses they get a little droopy. If Oscar don't do the upkeep and actually work out, bro, he gonna have droopy. He gonna have like fucking rolls on his. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even stomach because he ain't got a stomach. It's going to be like rolls on his fucking torso. I don't fucking know, bro. Yeah, I mean, Hey,
We
T,
got
you
a
stay
member
on.
super chat says the Boxing Voice is the greatest show on earth. Thanks, B-Dog.
Yo, best that ever said. My man's gonna have titties on his stomach.
Y'all hating. Y'all hating hard. Champ, you done? I know we talked
Right,
over your
right,
last call.
right,
Oh, he
B-Dog.
left.
Happy birthday all of a sudden equals nice abs.
Vermont, what up? Y'all hating.
Yo, my man saying
Yo,
fake
yo,
abs
yo,
up to
what's
his
good?
chest. What up?
What's good, Ringwalk Danny? How you doing, Ness? Over here fucking flip-flopping today. I see you, man. That's some bullshit. I feel like promoters should merge. Like for example, yeah, you're right that they did fight 2 fights down the line after they got that draw, Wilder versus Fury. But like what was it though? It was a joint promotion. So why do Showtime always have to have the right to always try to monopolize the situation? Well, Oscar De La Hoya is a promoter too. So if they fucking fight and if Ryan wins by unanimous decision, why shouldn't they have the right to have the fight on their platform after?
Champ.
And why they don't have
So
to
you
get
ain't hear none of the reasons I said already.
I was listening to the chat mostly. I was looking at the chat and I was talking shit in the chat, and you decided to come at me, and I get it, because I do be saying
Wait,
crazy
so
shit.
you Modern King Boxing?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that was you. I thought, okay, I ain't know that was you. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
let me
don't
see if
come
I
on your
remember your.
platform to raise my channel up, Ness. I just come on your channel. I was Ronald Finkley, but I decided to change my name because I got tired of, because I always just be talking boxing. But I'll never come on your platform to promote me. I just was basically changed my name. That's it. But yeah, that's me in the chat.
All right, I'm just trying to look for the one that I got triggered by because is what you said. Do you remember?
I might have said something to the extent of like I asked you a question. I was like saying like how come that they can't like merge the fight? Didn't Wilder and Fury do it?
No,
Like, it was like the
no,
Wilder
that ain't
Fury
what Wilder and Fury did. Remember, after the draw, they was on the same level, and they still wasn't. Wilder still got 60% in the second fight.
And not just that, but but Top
got
Rank
60%.
and ESPN was shown like, hey, we just made all this fucking money. Would you like to participate? You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't even shown. Top Rank was some.
Well, no.
Let me pick my words
I
carefully.
ain't
Top Rank antennas got up when Fury Wilder 1 happened. Remember, they were not involved. So I'm going to just mute this dude because you don't know nothing. Bye. It was not a joint. It was not a joint. It was a Wilder Showtime. I'm giving you an offer. You 3 years out, come back. He said, okay. They fought to a draw. Top Rank antennas got up like, oh, shit, that dude could be the next Great White Hope. Let's sign him. Here's $120 million contract. Come sign the Top Rank. Now we'll go back after getting you 2 tune-ups and renegotiate another fight. But I'm sorry, we couldn't get you 50-50 the way Ryan wants. We got you 60-40. But if you beat him, you get the lion's share in the rematch. So let's just stop, man. Let's just stop.
Yo. All right.
No problem. Two-Tone, the superstar.
Here come the cap.
Yo.
What up?
Hold on. Did Danny immediately start hating? You said, here come the
Yeah.
Damn.
Tone,
you know,
unlike the majority of the boxing world, I have not blocked you on social media, so I see what you post on social media, right? So I'm not just talking out my ass when I say here come the cat.
I want to ask y'all, man, there's an argument in these Twitter streets. If Ryan Garcia had the Floyd Mayweather cosign, would he be bigger than Tank?
I mean, if he was the one that was originally signed to Mayweather, maybe.
Beating world champions.
Because maybe Mayweather would have put him in the pay-per-view position that Tank is in. Maybe we would have been able to see pay-per-view results. Maybe he would have had the gates that Tank has, which your man doesn't. He do 12,000 for $1 million. Fucking Wilder do 6,000 for 1 point something million.
I mean, he doing maybe a quarter of Tank's
Like, let's
gates,
just be
maybe.
real. Let's just be real. Like y'all wanna put him on a level that he is not.
If Tank holds up his end of the bargain, yes, I'm not gonna hate on Tank. He holds up his end of the bargain. Ryan Garcia holds up his end of the bargain. Ryan Garcia, without Floyd, got Gatorade, GMC, and etc. With a Floyd Money Mayweather cosign, Ryan Garcia is damn near bigger than Canelo. The same way that Floyd wrapped his arm around Tank, if he did that with Ryan, Ryan would be bigger than Tank.
But he didn't, so why are we talking about shit that ain't gonna happen? He with Oscar.
No,
Floyd
I'm just saying.
never help him.
But people trying to say...
Tone, brother, if you and I had hair and we was in more shape, we'd get more bitches. You get what I'm saying?
No. If you and him had hair and Oscar fake abs, you'd had bitches.
Yeah, I don't want those fake abs.
You lying.
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had a hairline, bro, I would be out of here. Hairline does take away your bitch capability, respectfully.
What about them abs? Do it bring it back?
Nah, abs is overrated because the chicks love big belly.
No,
You
yeah,
crazy.
And see, Tone, no, and I'm gonna be honest.
That's only in Miami.
Bro, I ain't from Miami. I ain't nowhere near. And
That's where all the chubby gangsters go. It ain't in the rest of the world. You can't get. Rick Ross in Florida for a reason.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Where's DJ Khaled at? Where's DJ Khaled at?
I have never spent no real time in Florida. I can't speak for Florida.
Ain't no chubby dudes popping nowhere else.
You're tripping.
Name one in Vegas that's popping. First chubby dude come to mind. Name it. He can't. Go to Chicago. Go to Chicago.
And the strip club out here.
All the scammers. Everybody, bro.
My man
Everybody.
said scammer, bro. I said who's popping, man. Don't nobody know scammers and they don't want to be known.
Okay, cool. Regardless, we talking about the size of your belly and what the fuck that mean. So where I come from, if you got a gut, you got some fucking money. It's plain and simple. If you got a gut where the fuck I'm from, you eating good, motherfucker. Because let me tell you, I got my gut. Let me tell you, and this is truth be told. I know you ain't gone this far. You've kept it to the flower. Bro, I came up in a different era. So guess what? It got to the point where it's like everybody smoking weed, but not everybody could afford the lean. You got a lean gut. You got the money because you could afford that $1,000 pint. You get what I'm saying? So a stomach to me has always indicated money. That being said, I've lost my stomach. I got the beard. But what you saying is all hypotheticals. You get what I'm saying, Tone? Like, so just go on, because you know what I'm saying? It's like, what we talking about?
Hey, yo, Khaled in Florida, Ross B in Florida, all the chubby ballers, they in Florida. You know what
Bro, no chick want to lay on no damn hard ass abs.
I know you ain't just was about to say Detroit. I heard that word.
Bro, Detroit definitely got. Bro, what?
Bro, who the fuck is going to Detroit? Ain't even cameras in Detroit.
See, Ness, and see, this is no, Tone. See, because Ness don't watch other things. Ness don't know
what's popping in Detroit right now.
Ness don't know that every single Detroit Pistons game, they legit have something called the bling cam. Because so many fucking ballers is courtside with they fucking chains, they big ass puffer jackets, and they fat ass stomach. Ain't not one puffer jacket zipped up because the stomach too damn big for the Detroit Cats with the buffers to zip it up. Come on, champ. You don't watch other sports.
Talk your shit, Danny. Talk your shit.
Get in my belly, you fat fucks.
Hey, Tone, somebody just said that you shaped like Chris Lovejoy. What's your response?
Who the hell is Chris Lovejoy?
Chris Lovejoy tall as hell.
Who's Chris Lovejoy?
The dude that
that's not even on my radar.
The dude that might fight Johnny Fisher one day.
Nah.
Tone,
salute Johnny Rice too.
How
Salute
long you been bald, Tone?
Oh man, it was tender age of
Grizzly.
Tender age of 30.
Perfect popping motherfucker from Detroit. T
Oscar Rivas, stop lying in the chat before you get timed out. I'm gonna let you slide with this, but I never once ever said Fury was signed to fucking PBC. You dudes need to stop lying, man.
Ness, can Ryan get the same Jaime Munguia deal that Espinoza was gonna give the Charlo? Like, can Ryan can't get that same type of love, man. He bigger than Jaime.
Hey, that's up to Espinoza, who was caught, I guess being setting a double standard, because I seen that Punch Drunk. I even retweeted it because you posted it. You know, so I seen exactly what you talking about. That's on Espinoza. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, and that didn't happen, so it's not really a factual point.
No, it is.
Hey, yo, look at Bad Girl. That gotta be a typo. She said, hey, Ness, boxing scene is reporting Ryan versus To Go generated $13 million off of 12,000 tickets.
Time her out.
So what the fuck? They were selling $1 million tickets. This girl is crazy. This what I gotta deal with. $1 million tickets, bruh.
No.
Bruh,
1,000.
I don't even care what the price is. She wrong. 12,000 generated 13 million.
Who posted that?
I ain't gonna say her name because I don't want y'all to come for her. And she paid for that.
You know what? And I'm glad I Googled it. She forgot the period. It was 1.3 mil.
I've been saying that all morning. He had 12,000.
No. You was talking. Listen.
No, you listen to me.
You about to misquote yourself.
Why?
You was talking about Fortuna in L.A.
The 12,000. I never said a fight. I said he did 12,000, made $1 million, and fucking Wilder did 6,000 tickets and made over $1 million. I never said Staples Center.
Yes, you did, bro.
Never.
Yes, you
I don't
did.
know, Danny. I didn't.
Okay.
I don't know the
So
names
he
of the
did
arena, let alone the Staples Center that's changed its name 50,000 times.
I'm just saying that you mentioned
No, that
it
fight was
yesterday.
in San Antonio.
I know that.
That fight was in
but
San
he mentioned it yesterday, and that's what I'm saying. They both must have done 12.
I've never mentioned a location because I don't know where this kid fights.
I'll go back and find it for you.
Cool. Waste your time. I never mentioned no motherfucking location. I don't know where he fight. I knew exactly how many people showed up, and I knew exactly roundabout what the tickets sold.
You might have not
did.
said Staples Center, Crypto Arena. I know for a fact you was referring to the Fortuna fight. You mentioned the Fortuna fight, which did take place in L.A.
I mentioned Fortuna yesterday, but not the fight. I mentioned specifically 12,000 tickets, only $1 million generated. And then I went back and said Tank broke records and made $5 million. How we putting these two dudes on the same level? They not.
No.
One dude sells pay-per-view, makes $22 million pay-per-view generated sales. The other dude does not. One dude breaks records anywhere he fucking goes, East Coast, West Coast, any coast. The other dude does not. Fucking Wilder sold 6,000 tickets versus his spawn partner and made $1.6 million. Your boys fought in a sold-out arena of 12,000 and made 1.3. Make it make sense, you fake-ass Ryan Garcia fans, especially you, Tone. Tell me, how does that make him get a fucking rematch?
I'm not up for a damn rematch. I don't give a damn because I know Ryan gonna win. Over here on the Garcia side, Ryan not asking for a rematch.
Well then he should be okay with
Tank is the one who said Ryan's on steroids. Quote, I ain't never seen him look that big. Tank is the one that's demanding a rematch. He's the one that's foreshadowing his put to sleepness.
Every A
side gets a rematch. Didn't Floyd have one versus Maidana, Castillo, Corrales? Should I go on?
Any A side
like you guys, I don't get this shit. Y'all just want to take Tank's status away from him, but you can't.
Nah, bro, no. Tank is great. Tank is amazing. Tank is electric and fire. He just had a Floyd Mayweather cosign. If Ryan had that same cosign, Ryan would be a bigger star.
Ryan had Oscar. Now you saying Floyd's greater than?
I thought
Oscar was the golden boy.
Ortiz?
I thought Oscar was the
going for Virgil Ortiz?
Protecting him. He would have been lost to Crawford when he was the mandatory.
No,
and he said no.
Where them Ortiz?
Bro, you want to bring up other golden boy fighters? What the fuck Floyd doing with his fighters?
Floyd ain't wrap his arm around Richardson Hitchens because Richardson Hitchens wasn't knocking niggas out like that. Tank holds up his end of the bargain the same way Ryan knocked people out.
I don't know. Richardson looked like he held up his end on Saturday.
Tank ain't selling delusional fights. You get what I'm saying? So it's like he's been able to show what your guy hasn't. It ain't like your guy ain't got the opportunities to step in there. Truth be told, your guy had the opportunity to come in there ASAP. Should he really have?
All he had to do was fight Devin and beat him the way DAZN wanted. He'd have been an A-side, but he don't want to be an A-side. He want to be a crybaby. Cry about what he should get.
Bottom line, if Ryan had a Floyd Mayweather cosign,
but he
would
got
be
an
bigger.
Oscar one. Like,
but Oscar, what does Oscar cosign do for Rocha? What has it done for Virgil Ortiz?
Okay,
don't
what
you
has
get that
Floyd's
Oscar-
cosign done? Okay, cool. What the fuck has Floyd's cosign? What it do for Ronald Gavril, Ashley Theophane?
Badu
But
Jack.
But Ryan and Tank knocking
Nah,
people
just because
out.
Badu Jack got title opportunities, he ain't popular and he ain't popping.
No, I mean, but I think that's bigger than Floyd. He got the
Nah, man,
two
Tank is
division.
popping. And look,
Tank on Jimmy Fallon? Will Tank go to Jimmy Fallon?
that ain't his cup of tea. He going to motherfucking Hot 97. He going to motherfucking
Ryan could go to both of them.
And that's
Ryan
cool.
Can go to Hot 97.
How you know that? Why the fuck he ain't been on there yet? Why he ain't been on the Breakfast Club yet?
he should do
He
it.
was just on first take.
He should do it.
But brother, you just said he could go over there, so why hasn't he done it? Because let me tell you something. Devin was on there.
should.
Devin was on there when Devin had braces. So if he could do it, why he ain't done it?
Danny, you close to Devin. I need you to tell Devin this. Tell him to change his name to Dev Dollars. He needs to turn into Dev Dollars. He needs to walk out with the money dropping from the ceiling, with Bill Haney walking out with a briefcase full of money. That is how Devin's going to turn into that mega star. Because him and Floyd had a boring style, but Floyd turned into Money Mayweather, the villain. He turned into the villain. Dev need to turn into the villain. Dev Dollars. Tell him, Dev Dollars.
Bruh, Dev is already the villain. He calls Ryan
No,
all
I'm talking
types
about
of
the
names.
Money Mayweather villain. Villain.
He's still that. He make more money than all the fucking lightweights. It's on paper. He got the jewelry. He got the look. He got the women. And he talks the shit to the people that are in his division. They the ones don't want to fight.
And I'm gonna be honest, you trying to get him to be like Floyd. I don't think that's who he want to be. I feel like he choosing his route. You get what I'm saying? I truly don't believe that he's looking to be hated or desiring to be hated. I feel like you get what I'm saying? He's happy with who he is and where he stands in his career.
Yeah, I love Devin the Dream Haney, but I'm just saying, if he was Dev Dollars, that character, because like you're right,
mean, if
he
Ryan,
dresses good.
If Ryan was Devin the fighter, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
I mean, why don't Ryan change his personality? Why doesn't Ryan become Mayorga? Why he don't become the villain?
Why he don't dress in lingerie?
Why the black guy got to be the villain? Why can't he fucking become the villain
Well,
with
that's
his cute
Rolly.
ass?
Rolly's the new Mayorga.
No,
Rolly
he not.
with
We
the
ain't
right.
talking Rolly. We talking about Rolly got slept already by Tank. We talking about the next dude that's afraid to get slept.
Who's afraid to get slapped? Ryan's the one that pushed for this fight.
Ryan pushed for it. Ryan pushed for it, but then all of a sudden his promoters fucking everything up.
Nah. Bro, you just said if Ryan wins, he should be the A side. You said that.
No, how y'all be quoting me when I don't even say what the fuck? How he gonna be the A side if I'm arguing that every A side gets to be the A side twice because of the
I told
contract?
you he was gonna come up.
Did you say if Ryan wins, it should be on the zone? Didn't you say that?
Hell no. I will
What?
say this. I
Bro,
will
let me
say
tell you
this. Hold
something.
on.
Let me tell you.
Hold
we
on.
don't-
Let
we
me
don't-
say this
we
though.
don't even like
multiverse.
Bro, let me tell you something. We don't even like the zone commentary. Fuck, we gonna want to see the fight on the zone.
But I will say this. I will say this, Two Tone. I wouldn't mind
Chris
it.
Mannix.
I wouldn't mind it on the zone, and I don't mind Chris Mannix. I think he keeps it real. I think he be telling you. I think he be telling you when people losing or when they doing what they not doing.
Give me Sergio.
And I know it'll be cheaper on the zone, but that's not the case. He's not the A side.
Well, if he knocks Gervonta Tank Davis out cold already,
Tone, you want to know. It's simple, brother. You want to know why he wouldn't be the A side even if he wins?
Why?
Because he wasn't even big enough to get this a co-promotion, right? Like the biggest fight that's ever been made Floyd made 50% more on paper, brother. 50% more on paper. You understand how much money more that is?
60 million.
What if Ryan was with Top Rank? What if he was with Top Rank? That's a co-promotion.
Then they might get it because Top Rank got leverage. They got the years in the business.
What if my mother? What if my mother would have picked somebody else to sleep with? I would have fucking hair, bro. Like shut the fuck up, Tom. Get your shiny ass head out of here, bro. Get your shiny ass head out of here, bro. You a bit delusional today. It's all right. Look, Chan, what you need to do? Look, listen to me. What you need to do? Walk out your fucking door, right? Go outside. The sun is shining out there. And let me tell you something. All the beautiful and baddest women that is in this country is in your city this weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
So go look at the yams,
as
you say. Go look at the yams, as you say, right? Go get some hope. Go rejuvenate yourself, if you will. And then, just come back to the boxing voice, soak some more knowledge, and then come tax day, that ass gonna pay.
But I do want to say
Daddy,
this.
If Ryan was with Bob Arum, Top Rank, this would be a co-promotion. The Floyd the Oscar De La Hoya co-sign with Ryan is working against Ryan Garcia. He's outgrown Golden Boy. Golden Boy.
But you don't get it that if it was Top Rank, Ryan would be bigger. A, he's on ESPN, not a startup app. B, Top Rank has 50 years in the business. Remember that Showtime's specific reason for taking control is we have experience doing pay-per-view. You don't. And they don't. It's a business. Like, yo, I got to get my concrete fixed. Am I going to get a dude that fucking works at Home Depot as a cashier, or am I going to call a concrete company? So it's what Espinosa's saying, like, yo, y'all ain't got the experience. We gonna do the pay-per-view. But now when it's Top Rank in the equation, they could build Ryan. They could put him on main events. They could put him on Sports Center. They could have him on ESPN.
Right.
It's different. It's different, bro.
Right. I agree. Well, y'all have a great day. If y'all coming out for Super Bowl, man, let me know, man. Parties out here going crazy, man.
Man, I seen they charging like $60,000 a table for Drake's Super Bowl party out there. That's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's invite only. But the future day party in Scottsdale, that's gonna be the one. That's gonna be the one.
Yeah, we got him in town.
That's gonna be the one.
We got him in town tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one.
Yeah, plan to hit that up tomorrow night. But Tom, appreciate.
How come no boxers out here? How come the boxers ain't out here promoting their brand?
Yeah, we may be stopping through. Hit me up. Cause you talking about being there. Yeah, we working on something. So hit me up. I may be stopping through this weekend. Currently working on something, but yeah, champ, appreciate the call. We do need.
All right, for sure, guys.
We do need the Ryan fans like yourself who. No, I'm serious, bro. Cause Tone, bro, like I'm sure, I'm sure it's happened to you, bro. You got a thick skin. You've been bald for a while, so you're used to the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the Ryan fans aren't used to the comments. They don't have the thick skin. Or in your case, the thick skull. And they're not able. They're not able to hang with the boxing boys. But you alright. The boxers they block you because you a bit ignorant. But I mean, you ain't too shabby.
Hey, tell Terrence Crawford why he blocked me. I ain't never did nothing to Terrence Crawford.
Bro, no, you don't. That's what I'm saying. I still follow him. I ain't blocked, bro. He the boxing world has him blocked. I think Ryan. I think you just posted even Eric Gomez, right? Even Eric.
Yeah.
He blocked
you. And I'm blocked. I don't know why. I ain't did nothing to Terrence Crawford, man.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. I've done nothing to Terrence at all.
You ain't make one of them videos like, Terrence Crawford officially ducks Errol Spence, and then put on the little duck hat that you got, because I love the duck hat.
I'm curious, did you get that from Disneyland, like in one of your trips?
100%. 100%. That's a 100%.
Hey,
That's
Tom,
a Disneyland special.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I rock with you. I even like the sound bites. My man be with the fart sound bites. I rock with you, man.
My dog.
I do.
I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, champ. Let's see who else we got. And I do rock with him. I watch his shit. I don't block him. I retweet him all the time. You know, it is what it is. Yo, we got Big Trappy.
Yo. Shout out to boxing. Shout out to boxing, man, giving us this big fight. They're one of the biggest fights in boxing. Spence versus Thurman. Despite the haters. Despite the haters who pick and choose which fights they want to support. Shout out to boxing. Keeping us algae eaters fed.
Damn, you an algae eater, bro?
I mean, that's what I got called yesterday. I'm my algae eater.
Oh yeah, champ, you can't be letting them treat you like that, bro.
I just keep it G, and I'm an algae eater.
How'd you keep it G?
I mean, I keep it fair across the board. What
Are you gonna
say?
keep something fair today? Can we hear your thoughts today, or you gonna be talking about yesteryear?
What's the show today? What's the biggest fight in boxing?
Tszyu and Tony Harrison.
Official for March 11th, and then the rumored date that we was given here on our show of May 27th for the Errol Spence Keith Thurman.
Yeah, I remember that first Harrison Charlo fight, man. I was watching it with my girl, which is my wife now. We watching it. I was like, damn, this is a competitive fight, man. Charlo need to get him in for some sparring or something after he win. She's like, what? She's like, who is Charlo? I said, the guy with the fro. She said, he losing. He getting his ass whooped. I was like, no, man, he winning. And then here comes the decision. Harrison get his hand raised. He's like, man, you a boxing fan? And you thought Charlo was winning? I was like, damn. Am I that biased towards a particular fighter? So I went back and watched the fight. I was like, yeah, Harrison won that one, man. Harrison won that one. So from that point forward, man, I said that come forward style. If Harrison can keep his composure and not tire out, I heard he said on the Brian Custer interview, he was like, he got a chin. He's exhausted. Like he at the point he gets stopped. Like he feel like he gave him his all at that point, and his body just withers. So I hope he able to keep it together, man. But if boxing gonna do what boxing gonna do, man, and I think boxing want Tszyu to get the win. So you know how that goes.
All right, Big Trap.
Yeah, that's it.
Looks like we got LV Slugger.
TPP. How it sound?
Terrible.
How it sound?
Terrible.
No, y'all can't hear me.
We hear you, but you windy. You windy.
Wait a minute, I got. Y'all hear me now? Y'all can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Errol Spence Thurman. Is it official or they just getting the date set up? It's not official yet, is it?
This was revealed to us by our latest interview with Adrian Clark. So this is the date we've been told.
It just ain't confirmed.
Nah, it ain't confirmed by the powers that be.
Right. Yeah, man, and it's still supposed to be at 154, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's sad news, disappointing. I was hoping, with everything being quiet, we ain't really heard nothing from Spence. Ain't really heard much from Crawford since his last fight. I was hoping, usually once them boys get quiet like this, man, something getting done. But, that sounds like it's not going to happen, man. It's very disappointing, one fight away from undisputed. And you know what I'm saying? 147 being this, well prestige division. You know what I'm saying? One of the better divisions. If you're not talking heavyweights in boxing, more than likely you're talking 147. And for us not to get an undisputed champion in this era where a lot of these guys are going for that undisputed, it will be disappointing, man. But hopefully we get it, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen. I doubt Errol Spence moves up to 154 and been at 147 his whole career and then decide to come back down, to get that undisputed fight. So, I mean, it's disappointing. Hopefully this don't go through. Hopefully we do get the Crawford Spence fight. I feel like the boxing world needs it, man. But on to the real 154 guys, to the Tony Harrison and Tim Tszyu. Tony, he did his part. I did enjoy the press conference. He doing his part in building that fight. Tim Tszyu not really a guy with much words. So, Tony doing his thing, man. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that one. I think Tony, with his boxing ability, he will give Tim Tszyu problems. But like the last couple of callers been saying, once the fight goes on, it seems like he gets, lackadaisical, and just seems like he gets too comfortable and he gets caught with, a big shot. And, Tim Tszyu has shown that he has power. But, I'm just going to be a fan and, look forward to the fight. If I had to pick, I'll favor Tony with him, beating the undisputed champion in Jermell already, got that win over him.
60 seconds.
So I will favor Tony. But like I said, man, he once the fight goes on, it seems like he just gets out of it, you know what I'm saying, and gets unfocused. So, I'm looking forward to it, man. A real 154 fight, two guys that have, been doing this shit their whole career at 154. I mean, Spence and Thurman need to have fought at 154 in their career, I don't think. Hadn't really done nothing at 154, so I mean, I really don't see why they do that. But I can see with Spence, where he coming from. He said he wasn't going to give Thurman an opportunity, and I guess he's just staying on that word. But, yeah, man, hopefully, man, we get the undisputed at welterweight. I wanted that, especially in this era where a lot of guys are going for that goal, man. And welterweight being this well-prestige division, I feel like we need that. The boxing world needs it.
10 seconds.
But, yeah, man, that's all I really got, man. Hopefully we get it, but it's not looking like it. But yeah, that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in. Who is this? Let me double check. I thought I had it on Capski. Let me see what we got on Discord. Boxing Savant, what up?
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Man, I'm so tired of these Errol fans calling in talking about Errol, yeah, he's standing on his word and not giving Keith Thurman an opportunity. Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here, dude, they're still fighting. If you say I'm not fighting someone, but fast forward, you end up sharing the ring with them, that means you're fighting. That means you're breaking bread with him. That means you're putting money in his pocket.
More money too, because it's a more expensive fight because it's not at welterweight. They got to pay Keith to go to 54.
Exactly, and from the interview that you guys did with Mauricio, it's a WBC event, so it's a lot of notoriety around it. When you say, okay, so and then everybody's saying, oh yeah, I think the one dude before said, yeah, this is a great fight for boxing. I don't know if he was being sarcastic or not, but the best fight, if these guys are gonna move up to 154, Keith Thurman versus Tony Harrison, and Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora. Those are great fights. They're all on the same side, correct?
Yep.
But
Fundora's been calling out Earl, but the big fish fans acting like they deaf.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe he did say he could even make 147 and come down there and fight Errol, since Errol was whooping at him.
Absolutely.
When he was having a little difficulty with Carlos Ocampo his last fight. So I'm not getting where everybody's trying to still keep this narrative like Errol's just this big boss and he's doing this and doing that. Like, nah, I'm not jacking that at all. But the thing that I want to ask, the rematch that's going on with the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, is that rematch time infringement?
I mean, I don't know. What we know is that DAZN, or rather Golden Boy Oscar, is not happy with the rematch taking place on Showtime if Ryan wins. That's all we know.
Correct. And just if we detailing through boxing history, in contracts, the A side they are entitled to dictate that in anything contractual.
Of
Does
course.
it seem fair? No, but like I said, that's how boxing works. And then like I said, they're looking for the fight to take place on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, they got Allegiance, T-Mobile, MGM Grand as the front runners.
Yeah, so far as Golden Boy and them trying to, do a little bit of wheeling and dealing, you understand that because it's negotiation, and in boxing, you get what you negotiate, but at the end of the day, if that's gonna hold this, this glorified exhibition fight, then go ahead and do it because Ryan has an advantage because a lot of those fans on the West Coast, they're gonna be there for him. He's going to have a lot of energy going his way far as in attendance, people that are physically there. He's going to have a whole lot of he's going to have a whole lot of cheers going his way. So go ahead and ink the deal. Ryan asked for it. He's the one. He's been adamant saying he can knock Tank out or whatever the case may be. So don't let that hold up this fight that everyone's saying is going to save boxing or that's the biggest fight in boxing per se.
Yeah, man, that's how I feel.
I mean, like I said, I don't think it's the biggest fight in boxing because there's really nothing on the line but popularity, and then basically the narrative is you got a guy that's willing to stand up to the bully. The only thing I was saying as far as it being time infringement is because the situation that Tank got, and is if they
Yeah,
willing
well,
to
remember that he goes to court before the fight would ever take place. So Tom won't. That like the case could only stop the fight, but it ain't gonna hold it up because court is before the actual rumored date of April 15th.
Okay. Well, like I said, that's why I asked was the rematch time infringement because after they go ahead and get it, if they're able to go ahead and get it on, and then it's a rematch if per se Javante loses, when is that going to be put into effect? Is he still going to have time on the streets per se? Because I'm like me being somebody that's been in the streets and been in cases where it's you versus the state. These prosecutors and stuff, they looking to make a name off high profile people.
Absolutely.
So you kind of like you in a tight spot where like damn, like I want to get the best possible situation for my freedom, and then like I say, per se, if I lose, I still want to be able to get back in there and get my get back. So that's the reason why I asked, was it time infringement on the rematch clause that they got in the contract?
Yeah, I just if you fight in April, Tank and Ryan probably not fighting until September. Second time.
Okay, cool. That's all I have. Continue listening there.
All right. Let me get to some other callers. Who we got? In the 706 new numbers. This Atlanta? South Carolina? Where you at, champ?
It's Atlanta.
You in Atlanta? What's your name?
It's Black Ray Diamond.
Black Ray Diamond?
Donovan.
Black Ray Donovan. Okay,
Yes,
so you like that show? I used to watch it.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
So talk to us, champ.
Is I guess the May 27th. That's just the rumor report.
That is the rumor from an interview we just did with manager Adrian Clark.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it only because of the stalled negotiations. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I would have liked the Fundora fight at 54. But like I said, giving him the benefit of the doubt, there's nothing wrong with getting acclimated to the weight or whatnot.
I hear you.
But I did want to ask, what is the story behind? I know you mentioned before that how Steven Espinoza got his position.
So he was a lawyer that used to work for Oscar when Oscar was with Top Rank. When Oscar started Golden Boy, they brought him over there as a lawyer, and then he turned into something at Top Rank. I mean, at Golden Boy. I don't know if he remained a lawyer, and then he became the executive when Oscar and Heyman went to Showtime.
Interesting. All right. So, and what was the? I see on the split screen y'all had Tony Harrison and Tszyu on the other side.
Yep.
So I guess we're just giving our thoughts on that fight.
Yes, because that fight is March 11th, and we got the rumored date for Thurman and Earl for May 27th.
Yeah. I'm going with Tony Harrison all the way. Focus Tony Harrison. Ain't too many guys beating him, but both fights, I'm glad they're happening. At least we got something for the year to start it out with, and that's all I had.
All right, brother.
All right, keep up the good work.
Thank you, man.
Sure.
Looks like we got Fight Talk. What up? Fight Talk.
Ness, are you an informant?
Oh, Fight Talk. What up? Fight Talk. Oh, wow. That was it? All right. Let's see. Looks like we have no one else. Let me get to the super chats. Yo, people really think they hurt my feelings, man. Y'all really need to use Google better and look at my life. I just got engaged, gave my girl a big rock. It's on Instagram for you to look at. I used Regis Progray's jeweler. I have Devin Haney's car and 2 houses on the east, or one on the east and one on the west. Like, you dudes need to do way better to get under this man's skin. I'm living that life. You hear me? I'm living my best life, the life you want to live. And at 44, I'm on my way to a 6-pack. I mean, you really have to do better. Not to mention, all your favorite fighters have me in the gym. Like, the world is going crazy about Rolly sparring. I was there. The dude that did that to Rolly, he ain't going to tell you what happened to him by someone else the same day. By a 16-year-old. You do the math, who's that 16-year-old? So it's going to take a lot to bring me down, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, I have more than just Devin Haney's car. You feel me? I got multiple cars, multiple homes, multiple children. A very successful show that I started as a hobby during a blue-collar job as a truck driver. Now it's the #1 boxing podcast in the world. That's not me saying it. That's the truth. I'm the only boxing show that's 5 days a week, and they giving me an extra day on Friday mornings coming soon at the Wynn Casino, the most expensive hotel in Las Vegas. Homie, I'm living my best life. I am the definition of a turnaround kid, the comeback kid. Have you watched wrestling? What, like, you dudes are weird, man. Not to mention my other ventures like Border Wars. How successful is that? Yeah, I was a truck driver, Rocky. That's what they don't get. They can't bring me down. I used to work 18 hours a day and do interviews with Peter Quillen in my single cab truck. You can't put me down, homie. I walk into Mayweather's gym and he shakes my hand. I watched the sparring that people posting. I was there. Oh my God, I'm being trained by Ken Porter, Daryl Flanagan, and Bones Adams. How could I be mad at my life, bro? I'm only happy that God gave me a second chance. You dudes need to look for God, man. I was saying that to this dude yesterday. I wasn't going to bring him up, but I'm going to bring him up because, there's a lot of people that are unhappy with their life. And this dude, Mani, the writer, like, he stalks me because I say whatever I say about Earl, so he stalks me. So he tried to request my lady yesterday. It's like, how do you dislike a dude but follow him? Because the dude follows me. Then dislike a dude, talk shit, but then try to follow his lady. I had to block him yesterday. It's like, whoa, you becoming a stalker. Some of you dudes don't even understand that. It's like, oh shit, I'm borderline stalking now. I like that dude so much. I want his life. You want to be in my position. That's why you take shots. Yeah, against the ropes, I was a truck driver for RPM. That's what I do. I hustle. My work ethic got me here. Say what you want, but this is where I'm at. When y'all put in the work, then you going to get where I'm at. Till then, man, I learned that shit a long time ago. Sticks and stones would break my bones, but them words could never hurt me. My bank account is fat, my car is fast, and my lady is beautiful. You feel me? I'm just saying, you dudes need to get a better life. A better life because you worried about mines. That is crazy. All I do is talk boxing. You never hear me brag. Because I thank God for everything I got. But it's you dudes that you mad, but that I'm smarter than you in this sport, so you got to go and get outside of the sport. It's all right, though. I'm everywhere. I'm never scared. Pound for pound, the best to ever come around here. Look what I embodied. The soul of a hustler. I really ran the street. That's why when you see me talking slick on Twitter, I'm all in your face at the fights. What's up? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hard work, dedication, baby. Hard work, dedication. You'll get as far as me with that. You never get nowhere hating on the next man. You never heard me hate on nobody. Fight Hype, Fight Hub, them dudes is huge. I let them do their thing. I don't get at them. I can't talk about them. They're ahead of me. You feel me? Y'all dudes don't know how to do that. That's why it's so many man fans. Because it's like, oh, yeah, Keith said, Earl said he'll never give him a shot. You're a man fan. You're a man fan. You're not telling the truth. You're a man fan. Side though. Don't forget I got that deal at the Win, champ. Oh my God, he's trying to make me sad. You can't. You can't. I'm the hottest thing in boxing podcasts. Like, they legit gonna put my face in the dictionary when it's all said and done. There's literally no boxing podcast that gets more downloads. Like, I'm the Joe Rogan of boxing podcast, and I will be. Like, I will get on that level. That $100 million deal, it's coming. Because no one else gets more downloads than me. You feel me? And I ain't talking about streams on YouTube where you could be accidentally fought because of Google's algorithm. No, I'm talking about people actually going to iHeart, actually going to iTunes, actually going to Spotify to download your shit. Feel me? But, Danny, it is over. I don't see any more callers.
We going to London.
Oh, look.
Going to London.
The biggest boxing podcast just got, he was closing the deal. I was holding it down. He was closing the deal in the other room. I am staying humble. Gio, you mad I'm telling the truth. You see, that's what happened to people. You got to get timed down. That's what happens to people. Because I'm telling you my truth, I'm not humble. Because I'm telling you my truth, I'm not humble. Am I not allowed to tell you I got the brand new shiny red Corvette? Is that not being humble? I didn't work to get it?
Of Corvette grind, baby.
I didn't make shirts about it. Am I not being humble because I got a beautiful lady?
I ain't gonna lie. That's taking it to another level. You want something so bad, you make a fucking shirt to help you reach that goal, champ.
They don't know about grind. They don't know about driving 20 hours, 18 hours. Y'all don't know about that.
Yo,
Y'all
what
only
up,
know how
Ness?
to
You got me?
hate. What up, little Tommy?
What up, my boy? Shout out to the Boston boys. Don't let them hate on your Ness, boy. You started.
They can't hate on me, bro. I started from the
I
bottom,
see they
now I'm
be
here.
fine. Yeah, I see them plus other little YouTube and people. They be hating on you. Not low key either, but a lot of sneak disses out there. But keep doing you. Danny still around? What up, Danny?
What up? What up? Yeah,
Chilling, man.
I was just closing deals, champ. My bad.
Nah, you all good. You all good. Shit, yeah. Shout out to the truck drivers.
Yo, and
You feel me?
shout out to fucking Hardin for keeping me so stimulated while I'm on an international call closing that fucking deal. You know what I mean?
Crushing big
Shout out.
deals.
Yes, sir. So I got a question. I know y'all been going through a lot of shit last couple of days. I've been calling in, but I've been listening. What does the Ryan Garcia fans think he should do? And whoever call in and talk shit, just ask him this: if he don't fight Tank, who is a credible opponent in their eyes? Because if he go back his last 2 fights and fight another, type of caliber fighter like that, I mean, you can't really respect it, right?
What you mean? Tommy?
You cut out, champ.
Tommy?
Yo.
What did you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying if Ryan don't fight Tank, who would a credible opponent be? For everybody calling in like, oh, accept the deal and all this and that, just trying to shit on Tank. If the fight don't go on, who do they see Ryan fighting as a credible opponent? Because
They
if
ain't
he
got
go
nobody
back
to fight. They ain't got nobody to fight. Tank. That's what I'm saying. If this fight fall apart, Tank got like 3-4 things he could do. Ryan really has nothing.
Tank got 100 things he can do, and he gonna make his money.
I mean,
and people gonna tune in.
But I don't know about the 100 being like everything we like. I think he got like 4 fights that we would accept.
Well, I mean, hardcore fans, yeah, it's like 4 or 5 that y'all accept or we accept. But I'm just saying, like, he can do 100 things and make money. You feel me? So, like, but Ryan, like, is not much Ryan probably willing to do to even for anybody to respect. Like, you can't.
No, I mean,
you can't.
we can't say that. We can't say that because at the end of the day, he did move up to 40. There's opportunities there if he wanted them. Like, I'm sure Oscar wouldn't be opposed. Okay. I'm sure Oscar wouldn't be opposed to making him and Regis.
Man, come on, Danny. I mean,
Yo, he trying to slide that in there. Ryan versus Regis? I don't know that would ever
come
happen.
on, bro.
We gotta ask
like
Tone
that,
about
like,
that one.
I hear what you said. They gonna say big names, but like, come on, like, who is he actually gonna fight? Everybody know his best fighter to date right now, in my eyes, was Luke Campbell, and that was coming up on what 2.5 years ago now. Like,
damn, it's been that
like
long?
It's been a minute. Cause remember he was out like 9 to 12 months due to his illness. He did to go in then Javier. So yeah, it's coming up on something like that, bro. I believe it's coming up on something about 2.5 years, if not there already. But yeah, man, I just don't see anybody else them putting him in the ring with that people gonna really respect. You know what I'm saying? Even if you going to 140, people be like, it's a new weight class. Put him in there with an
He got Schofield over there. I think is young for Schofield. I think he only 20. They might not do it, but maybe a year and a half from now.
In Texas, that shit's huge.
Yeah.
Hey, the motherfucking mailman just pulled up on me. He listening to the show too. What up, my boy?
Who that, JT? Because you
Yeah,
in Florida.
yeah, I'm good. On the phone. I'm on the phone with Boston Voice right now. The Boston Voice. Yeah, yeah. Nah, he listening to y'all.
Tell him shout out, man. Shout out to the mailman. This show was invented for the blue collar, man. That's what I am. Uh-oh, Tommy cut out again. But we gonna wrap, man. We got shit to do, haircuts to get, and flights to take. LV Slugger, Ryan will move JoJo to 140 if he don't fight Tank. Damn, he still didn't fight JoJo. That's true. Well, that's true, though. They got JoJo, William Cepeda, Schofield. But none of those are pay-per-view. Ryan doesn't have the options of Tank. Tank could do Frank Martin with the Errol Spence backing. That could be a pay-per-view. Rolly's scheduled allegedly to fight Puello. That could be a rematch if he beats the Puello fight. You got Pitbull Cruz 2. That could be a fight. Anything out there else on that side?
Man.
Maybe people accept Edwin De Los Santos. What you think? Too novice with the 13, 14 fights, or the knockout of Rayo is big enough?
Man, I would like
Tough?
to see him get one more.
Okay.
Personally.
I mean, there's a rumor that he's fighting Isaac. I hope that rumor's true. Have you seen that?
I haven't, but I wouldn't mind that fight at all.
Yeah, bro. I've been seeing that, and it's like, wow, if they make that, that's a decent fight. You know what I mean? Let me see. We got some super chats. Drew, $5 super chat. He says, go to Australia for that fight? Hell no. I'm flying to Tokyo from LA for Inoue versus Fulton. That's value for money and a pound-for-pound fight and historic. What do you think, Danny? What's better? What if you had the funds? If funds was not an option, which would you fly to? Only one. Harrison Zoo or Inoue Fulton?
Inoue Fulton.
Ooh, okay, he did too.
Inoue Fulton, and that was honestly a tough one. That was honestly a tough one. I really, I'm really backing Tony in this one, like really backing him. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna be honest, it's just the location, and from what I've heard, don't nobody do it like Mr. Honda. And I just found some shit out yesterday, and it just goes to prove even more. Don't nobody do it like Mr. Honda. That being said, yeah, take me to Japan.
We got AI. Shout out to Ian Green. His story is an inspiration, and I'm proud of him. A true comeback story. Condolences. Rest in peace to your parents. Absolutely. He didn't even hear when I said my condolences. Joshua Davis says, this past weekend, I was the one that tagged y'all in the 17 parlay. I already got another one locked in. Plant Harrison to win $1,700. $20 super chat. Shout out to you. Hopefully you got some money with the recommendations we made, because my parlay was a 17 parlay. Matt Bent 100 in Kansas City said Harrison gonna be champ training undisputed. Yeah, he is definitely taking his training serious, so hopefully that's going to be the performance we need. And we got Bad Girl TKO, which we kind of talked about. She says, hey, Nez, boxing scene reporting Ryan versus To Go generated $13 million, sold 12,000 seats. Yo, and you said it was an issue with a decimal or comma. Bruh, she literally wrote 13 million. So you ain't make no mistakes there.
It was supposed to be 1.3, though.
No, I know, but she wrote 13 million. Oh, you mean the decimal?
Yeah.
1.3 million. Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
From the article I found, that's what it was reported.
No. I'm saying, like, because she had made a typo, but you're right. She just missed the dot, if anything. Let me see. That is it. Hot Boxing Minute. I just want to give you your credit because you had that TikTok where he was like, this is the generation of social media, and fighters are becoming stars from sparring. And, if anybody's seen the clip of Rolly being dropped, they know what Hot Boxing Minute is talking about. Everybody's talking about it. The new kid, John, is being talked about it because he did it. And you know, people are shitting on Rolly, but again, I was there. And you know, after John sparred him, he sparred 2 other people. Is all I could say. So you know,
You was there when he got dropped.
I was there. And somebody else got dropped that day.
By Rolly or by John?
What happens in the gym stays in the gym. I ain't
Damn, I just spilled water on myself.
I ain't post that sparring. But that being said, you see how his trainer got excited in the clip, and everybody's reposting it. So just shout out to Hot Boxing Minute. He's right. We're in a generation where, like, you know, you get popular off of sparring, and everything is about sparring, and you know, it's happening all over again. This is Mayweather's newest signing. He's from North Carolina, of all places. And, you know, he made a name for himself with that.
He sparred him for McGregor.
So he's been around for a while.
Yeah, that's how I first found out about him. He sparred him for McGregor's camp.
I'm still trying to see the little Dominican, man. I heard by other fighters that he ain't as good.
Or maybe I'm lying, and maybe it was a tension camp. I think I'm not lying. I think it was the McGregor camp.
I got Best Dad Ever that says, Jermell put hands on John. Said it for you. Shh. $2 super chat. You said it. I ain't say nothing. I wasn't there. Or was I? Yo, we out.
Ring Walk Danny, Nuts, GTO, the Boxing Boys. Catch us at noon.
But that was a super chat from Best Dad Ever. Thank you for the super chat. Thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already smashed that thumbs up, go ahead and do so.
Right now.
Future, present, past is still going to help with the show. And shout out to Jermell Moulton. He is the future. I sent something to Brandon to get him on the show. He's ready to come back on. And, man, that kid he's something else. He's really, really something else. At 16 years old, I can't believe what it was I've been seeing. So shout out to him. I hope his career blossoms the way his amateur career is going. And we are excited to watch him become a professional. It looks like he's going to definitely sign with TMT. So they going to have themselves a new one for sure. Catch us on the next one. At 12 o'clock, we're going to be talking Gilberto Ramirez, Gabriel Rosado. That fight is official for March 12th, right? March 12th.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then we're going to be talking Ivana Hasbin and Jessica McCaskill. Can you try and get Rick on, man? Because Rick, they getting done dirty. Like, this is the time to talk.
All right.
All that.
Text him right now.
He be talking. Let's see if he going to talk now. Because Havana ain't happy. But we out.